Imagine my shock when I went onto BlitzStars this morning. I was looking at stats. I was like, okay, what tanks are performing well? Premium tanks, as usual. And then I went to see which tanks were not performing well in 210. And I saw the Leopard 1, FV4202, and M48 Patton. I was flabbergasted that such beloved medium tanks are currently the worst performing tier 10 vehicles in the game. And I was like, this is unacceptable. So, today, I'm going to be streaming these vehicles. Anyways, welcome to the channel, everyone. HisRoyalFatness here. You guys already knew that, but in case you didn't know, what's up? And today, I'm going to be playing the Leopard 1 M48 Patton FV4202. And I'm going to try and explain, okay, here's how I think these tanks should play. And of course, during the live gameplay, give some commentary on why I'm making certain plays to try and maximize performance to them. The typical stuff. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Sorry, by the way, I haven't streamed as much. I really haven't played Blitz in a few weeks now because, yeah, school has kept me very, very busy. But we're back today, which is the good news. Anyways, hello to everybody in chat. Hope you're doing well. We got Jack, Spunky, by the way. Thanks for the donation earlier. Ant-Man Tanks, Dwarf, Krish, Blitz Nation, Ominous, Alex, Dennisy. How's it going, everyone? Nevin. Hope you're doing well. Having a great weekend. Thank you so much for dropping by today's stream. Do please smash that like button. Very much appreciated. Thank you. And so here we are. Anyways, I did a little poll on the channel chat, which you can probably see if you're watching live, saying, you know, which tank do you guys struggle with the most? Unsurprisingly, the Leopard 1 comes in first place with 26% of the votes from about 120 people. But the 422 is a close second, about 24%. So it seems like players are actually struggling quite a bit out of this small sample, at least. In the 4202, almost just as much, we're 25-26 now, as the Leopard 1. M48 Patton, 8%. Seems like most people have the gist of it. And of course, 42% of people voted that they just suck at the game. Hey, I'm there with you guys. I appreciate your honesty. So today's stream, we're going to begin with the Leopard 1. Then we will move to the FV4202, and then we'll cover the M48 Patton. Let's begin by breaking the Leopard 1 down. Why is this tank so hard to play? I think the Leo 1 is the easiest to dissect in that manner. It is a giant box of paper. You're very delicate. You don't have a ton of hit points. You have pretty much zero effective armor, and you have a pretty decent profile. And you can see the profile of the Leopard 1, it's no small boy. It's pretty chunky. And so it's great in terms of its firepower. I don't think I need to go into too much depth on just why the gun is so good. You guys know I stream the Leopard all the time. But size is an issue. Armor is an issue. In the current meta, having no armor, being completely reliant on your team in that aspect is why the Leo 1 struggles to win. That's my opinion. So we have some options with the Leo 1. It's kind of like a light tank, medium tank hybrid, except light tanks have better armor than this tank most of the time nowadays. What you need to play with the Leopard 1 is that farming position play style where you're not front line, but you're not necessarily sitting back sniping all the time. You're moving around because the tank does have great mobility and good gun depression to try and create opportunities to deal damage. Essentially, that's all it takes to play the Leo 1. It has, I think, a fairly simple play style, but it's very difficult to execute in practice. So let's jump into some games, and I will try and demonstrate to you guys just how I do that. And first battle, of course, we are on Dead Rail, one of my least favorite maps. As you guys know, I say it every single time. Enemy team have triple TDs, double Yags, that's a nightmare. Bashation E50M, which I cannot pen because I'm running Rammer on the tank. And it looks like they also have AMX50B and VK4502B. Interesting. Okay, this might come as a bit of a surprise play. All right, I take it back. Okay, so I had a big brain idea where I was going to try and spot up heavy side. And now I'm just doing donuts and spawn. So I was going to try and go and spot up the heavy side because they didn't have strong heavies. Immediately making that connection that 50B is not going to be able to hold mid very well. I could probably spot up the TDs before they got safe. That's not the case because, as you can see, the heavies decided to dip on the heavy side. Not the worst case scenario in the world. So what I'm going to do instead is move up to this position here and see if we can find any enemy tanks lingering around this corner. Probably the 50M, as we know the Batch Hat is in the back, and of course trying to remain ever vigilant about what those Jagdpanzers are up to. Here's one Jag. Let's put a quick shell into one. Leo 1 gun working like a charm. So far I'm not spotted. That's good news. That tells me that the E50M is nowhere in this vicinity here, so he would have spotted me. It looks like both Yags are just big chilling in the back. Now with the Yag's armor buff, your boy can't pen him unless I hit his engine deck. So the good news is, it looks like the enemy team actually went primarily towards the other side of the map. The bad news, I really can't farm these Yags very well just because I'm running Rabbit. This is where the pain of only having 300 heat pen is noticeable. And you can see there are definitely tanks behind us. Now, I'm not trying to get spotted by that Bashothion, because once that happens, I could get nuked by the tank destroyers. But right now, let's just keep an eye on what the enemy team are doing. And so, we're not going to be so aggressive just yet. They still have a T-30 and double Yags. It looks like the Bashothion realized he is unable to escape, and so he's not going to make a break for it just yet, but that Patton's going to bring all hell loose down on him from behind. So he's probably going to make a break for it soon. I'm going to wait for that opportunity. Maybe I could put a kill shot into him in just a moment. The Patton is about to shoot him one more time, and then we can pick up a quick kill on him. Very good. So I was just patient there. Once again, I'm going to use these hills as cover. I'm not going to try and push in with these dudes. I'm too delicate for that, and we're just going to stay passive, wait for our camo to reset. It should be reset right about now, and we should have shots on this Yag's lower place. Pop the reticle calibration. Unfortunately, that shot doesn't go through. The good news is these Yags are a little distracted, so it's aim for a track shot. Here's where that ready cal is just going to be pretty nice for dealing with these Yags. Aim for another track shot just to keep them in place temporarily. Unfortunately, nothing else I can do about Mr. Jaeger here, so we'll put another track shot into him, just keeping him in place. So we're going to turn back to bring our attention towards what the enemy team is doing in our spawn. So this game so far, we've played fairly passive. We've been doing the second line approach to this battle. It looks like we might have a shot onto this Jaeger here if he doesn't turn away from me. It looks like, ooh, maybe a roof shot with heat. Not quite. So I'm going to keep an eye on this Yag. Once we can take down these Yags, my team will have a lot more options to them. But right now, I'm just wasting my time. We have an allied Yag spotting up our own spawn. We know the E50M, AMX50B, VK4502B are over here. The M48 Patton's pretty low. The concept rotated back. There's no need for me just yet to be super aggressive. Let's see, we can hit a heat shell here. Perfect. Putting another shell into our mans here. I'm going to get spotted up fairly soon, maybe by the E50M and his friends. Put a quick shell into the E50M. We're just making really good use of our gun for the time being. And we're sitting in a position where we have a crossfire pretty much everywhere on the map. Unfortunately, that shot does not go through. But right now, I can keep an eye on what these Yags are doing, what the E50M is doing. Well, he is dead. And just be able to split my attention whichever direction I need when I feel it's appropriate. And we can see the Yag is taken down there. So we haven't farmed a whole lot, but also we have full HP. Makes a pretty significant difference at the end of a game. So we're definitely going to take advantage of that. Let's pull up towards this building here, and very soon we should have some rear shots on these dudes here. Let's put one shot into the VK. Very nice. I should be safe from a crossfire from the T-30. You can see I have this building behind me. That building is going to act as cover from that T-30, at least while I'm not trying to shoot. AMX50B can sit up there all he wants. The concept's just going to punish him for that. Looks like he's just interested on tunneling me right now. We've done 3,000 damage so far. Very nice. We can pick up a quick kill shot on this man's here, and then we can pull down for the VKB and get safe from the T-30. So when I'm playing the Leo 1, I'm constantly trying to think about what tanks would be trying to shoot me. You can see I stopped by that building just to guarantee my safety. Maybe the T-30 would or would not have had shots on me. Who knows? But that's a good habit you want to get into when you are playing the Leo 1 is, you know, never try and get too tunnel vision that you don't realize where the other tanks are. Now that it's the end of the game, I have full HP. I can just run around clearing up the enemy team. We are at 4,000 damage, 4 kills. I think we have performed quite well this game. I think the T-30 is right here. Nope, he's right up here. Let's put a quick shell into him. He's probably about to get nuked by the allies. Oh, he's pulling down. Mans is going for a rather aggressive approach. Let's put one shell into his rear. Very nice. And we could just farm him out for what we can. Let's give him a little ram. And a kill. 5,000 damage, Dell. Easy peasy. Trap Melon, thank you so much for the donation. #1 fangirl. Hey, Sheriff, hope you're good. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for today's donation. And there we go. Very nice game in the Leopard 1. 5,000 damage, first class. Not an ace because I was pretty passive. But once again, one thing I have to state, I don't know if I stated this earlier, you have to use your teammates. You have to try and work off of them. And I think this was actually a fairly good example of that because my initial plan was to go mid. My teammates didn't want to do that though, so I had to work around and play passively on C. You don't want to play super aggressive on C. You saw what happened to our M48 Patton, right? Our M48 Patton was on 100 HP in no time. If you're in a Leopard and you do that, you probably die. So you have to work a little bit passively with your team. I'm not saying snipe at the back of the map all the time, but once the opportunity is open, then you can push in, use that mobility to really farm out that damage, which is what happened that game. Very nice indeed. That's what we like to see. Have you watched Edge Runners yet? Bombad HS. How's it going, Bombad? Thank you so much. And yes, Edge Runners was simply fantastic show. Very good, very good. I'm still recovering from the ending of that series. What's up, Fatness? How's it going, bud? Hey, Jeremy Chaos, welcome. Okay, so let's jump into another game, guys. We are on Yukon, the enemy team, STB, Progetto, E50M, Vigor's Light, they have, or Vigor CR, they have an E160 TP and only a tier 9 WZTD. Immediately, they win on the armored medium tank department, so I'm not going to take corner because I don't want to get stuck in that frontal brawl versus a hold-on STB or E50M. Here is the Vickers. Let's put a quick shell into him and pull back slightly. Very nice, farming out some quick damage onto this Vickers. And the Progetto is crossing. Sadly, I wasn't positioned to shoot him in time. Okay. So immediately I'm going to pull down. You might wonder, why am I pulling down from here? And the issue that I see right now is that if enemy heavy push right up into here or the mid, I'm going to be a bit in the open. You can see the STB is doing just that, although we can put maybe a quick shell into him. He does shoot me once, but he cannot overcommit to this fight. You imagine if I was still in that corner, I would have to deal with an STB-1 and a Vickers just chilling there trying to shoot at me. So I'm going to sit here to prevent them from pushing down on our 62A for the time being. Put a quick shell into the STB's tracks, keeping them in place. The TVP is all that's left on this flank, and we have already lost the medium side. So I'm going to dip out from here to try to work down the heavy tanks. That's kind of what I expected to happen this battle, because the enemy team just had a really strong lineup of meds. Now, the good news is we have a Foch all the way in the back of our spawn. I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to try and assist this Foch in the back of our spawn, because I don't want to give up this flank completely. You can see our Type 71 actually rotated back for support, so we don't have to dip on this flank completely after all, but we also don't want to be so stuck in the open that we're just going to get annihilated by the enemy team. Foch takes out the Vickers CR there. He can put a quick shell into this E50. If he continues trying to push up onto the Foch here, he's going to definitely feel the pain of that. So we're going to sit here for now. He's wasting his time. He's about to get YOLO'd by our team. Once that happens, the dude's going to die. Now, unfortunately, I get hit by, I think, the 60 TP there. So we're going to wait. We're going to put a quick shell towards this dude. We're going to push forward. We should be safe now from any kind of counter YOLOs from the enemy team. The Progetto might put a quick shell towards me. We managed to avoid that one. Progetto is starting to back up into safety. E50M should go down soon. I am safe from the 60 TP for now. I'm going to help our Type 71 clear this flank, and we should be good here. So I did lose quite a bit of HP, mostly to the surprise of that 60 TP shooting me. I didn't expect him to be there. But on the other hand, really good play by the allies. They made a quick rotation once they realized we were just getting slaughtered on the med flank. And once that happened, we were able to very easily clear this side out, just leaving the WZTD and the medium tank. So the WZ is kind of just pulling forward here. Let's put a quick shell towards them. 416, very nice. The E100's low on hit points. The 60 TP is very healthy. WZ is on 1100. So HP, there's still some farm for me. I don't think this is going to be the highest farm game. I see, guys, that was a bit of a weird battle. I had to run out, but I couldn't commit to fighting the heavy side, so I had to sit back and spawn, and, you know, that 60 TP nuking me really did ruin my HP farm for that game. But it's not over. Let's wait to see what happens. So here's the WZTD, and also there's the E100. Oh, TVP getting absolutely annihilated there. WZ's in the open, though. Let's put a quick shot into him. I don't know if he's AFK, but I should definitely be able to out-reload him here just to guarantee that kill. He goes down. 60 TP is pulling forward. It looks like the Type 71 is also pulling forward here, and I am currently, I should theoretically be unspotted. Let's see, we can put a quick shot to this dude's lower plate. Very nice. We have done 2,700 damage, which isn't bad considering just how unfortunate this game was at first. We can see the 60 TP's pulling forward again to put another shell to his lower plate here. Very good indeed. We might be able to hit him again, although I think he's going to sneak into cover here, going for a Type 71. Dude's a one-shot now, and I can push in and pick up the kill. Not the highest farm, but we still managed to pull out 3,000 damage very comfortably here. Let's put a quick shot into the 60 TP. Unfortunately, not killing him there. We're just going to load up a heat shell for his upper plate there. Very nice. And the 100 is probably going to get killed by HE from the VK here. Nice. All right, so 3,400 damage dealt. Not bad. Yeah. That wasn't a very fun game for me for the most part. So we got our initial spot off, which is one of the two. We got our initial shots off. The moment I realized, though, it was just very risky to fight the med side, I started pulling out. And imagine I had not pulled out when I had from that corner. That STB, that Vickers, they would have just YOLO'd straight into me, and I wouldn't have had any support, right? I probably would have died, or at least lost way too many hit points in that engagement. Good job to our Type 71 for pulling up in that fight when he realized the med flank was down. And so I rotated out when I sensed danger in the water. And so that's something you do want to keep an eye out on your Leopard 1 gameplay in particular, is be aware people see Leopard 1s and they're like, yes, this tank is great farm, let's just full send it. That will happen quite often, and so always play in anticipation of getting kind of pushed on. And that means when you're flanking by yourself, don't get over aggressive. If you get super aggressive on a flank by yourself, what commonly happens is the tanks just turn around and YOLO you. I mean, that's what happened to the STB. He got way too aggressive on that flank, and our heavies just rotated in. That's the issue with the current meta. Heavies are just so fast that they can immediately rotate and deal with meds on a flank. Now, this dude's still loading into the game, which is why I'm going to farm him out for the time being, because he is exposed and in the open, and let's track him again. Dude losing a lot of HP here. You can tell he's not having a very good time. Let's put another track shot into him. Very nice. I don't know if I'm aiming too low or too high, but I'll put another blind shot in just in case. Okay, very nice. So we got some early farm on the poor dude that loaded in late. I love this position for spotting early. You can usually find the heavies. And now we're going to go to a secondary position to support our T22. Now, our T22, as you can see, that's a little bit overextended here. Let's put a quick shot to the V4. I mean, 268, Object 263, not 268 or V4, 263. And unfortunately, he snapshots me back because I didn't do the best job of poking that. I wasn't angled up onto this hill properly, fully. All right, so my allies are actually doing a pretty decent job over here. Let's wait to see if Mr. 57 Heavy pulls back. He is not pulling back just yet. 263 doesn't currently have shots on me. It looks like the 50M might be rotating to the outside of this hill. So I'm going to see if I can support a T22 for the time being, although unfortunately he does get taken out here, but so does the enemy's Waffenträger. So we know there's a 50 TP in town. Currently, he's not really doing a whole lot. We have this 263 here. I can't push on the outside. I want to. 50M and 50 TP there are preventing me from making any actual plays. Now, this 57 looks like he's getting ready to poke here soon. So let's get ready to see if we can do anything about this player in particular. So we're going to wait for the 263. We're going to wait for the other dudes. Put a quick shot to the 263 here. Very nice. 263 can sit there for now, but he won't be able to do a whole lot because of his lack of gun depression. And currently, our ISAE, our ISAE's trying. Boy, this 263. That tank has atrocious gun handling. Mans is hitting those shots. I should not be bleeding. So that's a couple of mistakes by me, is taking those shots from the 263. And it looks like our Waffenträger is just sitting in town. Our VK is kind of just sniping, which is not the best thing for us right now. Let's put a quick track shot maybe into this dude. Not quite able to pull it off, but our 121B should be able to hold that flank just fine. Luckily for us, looks like the 50M is kind of suiciding here. Let's put another shell towards this 57. Do manage to track him at least. We'll pop the adrenaline because now I have an opportunity to start perma-tracking the 57. Another track shot into him. It looks like we are just getting straight up YOLO by the YOLO wagon here. Put another shell towards his lower plate. Can't quite do much. Our VK is just kind of wandering around in Narnia. Put another shell towards this dude and we get taken down. Not a whole lot you can do. In this situation, team played pretty poorly. Waffenträger, I guess, was okay. T22 is super over-aggressive there. Our VK was just way too passive. He just sat back and really did nothing while the rest of our dudes were getting killed. And so that will happen. Enemy team did have a very strong hill team, and kudos to their 263. He actually played that pretty well. And yeah, unfortunate. Not a whole lot that you can do there. I wouldn't say I played a perfect game, but I think that regardless of what I really did that game, there wasn't a whole lot of options open for me because I wanted to push the outside, but once again, we knew they had that 50 TP in town. We couldn't do that. And I mean, of course, everyone on our team did sub 900 really, except for the VK, who actually farmed, but he was sniping, so it's kind of whatever. So yeah, with a team like that, not a whole lot you can do. That's where the pain of the Leopard 1's delicate characteristics really kicks in there. And so I could have farmed more if I was maybe a little more passive there and didn't die so quickly. I didn't think the 263 was going to full send it with the VK there, but obviously the VK wasn't really doing a whole lot. Enemy VK is the same one from last game, so maybe he will snipe again and we can big brain farm him this time. At least that's the plan. So, jumping into the next match, let's look at the lineup real quick. TVP 121 Sheridan. Enemy team have a pretty strong lineup of mediums and light tanks, so it's just me and a T62A. Now, I do have these two Chad tank destroyers, potentially for cover fire. What I think I will do, we'll try and spot up the mid a little bit here. Although the Sheridan has me on view range, the TVP has me on will absolutely annihilate me if I get caught in the open. And of course, the 121 can out-trade me, so we will need to be a little bit careful here. But I would still like to see if I can get some early spots up. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's pull back immediately. We got our initial spot. We are getting out of here. Very good. We didn't stay up there for too long because I had a feeling, the Sheridan or something like that might be moving into a position to try and deal with us. But we do know their 121 isn't here. So this brings up an interesting possibility. R263 is just being an absolute gamer warlord over here and is full sending it to the corner to try and deal with those dudes. Let's wait for the 121 to fire. 121 has just fired. Let's put a quick shell into him. Love that gun handling. And now I'm going to push up with the 268 over here in a little bit towards this corner. You can see the Sheridan is just kind of chilling here. Sheridan has just fired his gun, and there is still a TVP here as well. TVP's pulling forwards, put one track shot into him to keep him in place. Pull back. Sheridan's running away, but oh no, the 268 is there, and What on earth happened there? Okay, it looks like the 1-2-1, or was it the VK? Something hit me and took my gun out, so unfortunately I wasn't able to track that dude, but he does get taken down. Looks like the Sheridan is still there in that position, so that's good. We had the VK. He's the one that's shooting at us from afar. Let's put a quick shell into that VK. He is indeed sniping, just as I kind of thought he would be. This dude is very predictable. Let's put a heat shell over there and not quite able to hit him. So it's just me and a Sheridan here, but we do have a WZ down low. And so we might be able to deal with the Sheridan to some extent. Let's put a quick snapshot into him. Very nice. And so we've dealt 2,000 damage. We have cleared the TVP. We have managed to bring the Sheridan's HP down somewhat. And the 1-2-1 is kind of just chilling in the mid for now. Let's put a quick hat shot towards him. Can't quite hit him yet, unfortunately. And I am probably spotted from taking that shot. Oh, no, we are not maybe spotted. I don't know if the 1-2-1 just has really bad view range or not. Okay. I want to kill the Sheridan. You can see he's pulling back up to try and shoot me soon, maybe. Let's see what he's doing. He's waiting for me. He's definitely waiting for me. Let's get ready for him. We will be ready to back up the moment he pulls forward. I don't want to trade with his Sheridan. I want to be able to make him bring down his HP and then be able to YOLO him. So, 1-2-1 currently doesn't have shots on me. Sheridan's currently out of the fight. I don't think the 1-2-1 can spot me just yet. Very nice. Let's YOLO the Sheridan. We'll ram him and we'll bring all of his HP down in an instant. So this dude should hopefully die here in just a moment. Here we bring him down to a one shot. We might take another shot from him. Sheridan does have increased reload after all, so good play by the Sheridan there. My ammo rack is temporarily out, but we will pick up the kill at least. Let's pop the adrenaline, make sure we're safe from this VK here. We'll start working down the 1-2-1. Oh, we tracked him, but at least he's not gonna be able to flank our WZ here just yet. Let's put another shell into this dude. Very nice. If the WZ can pick up that kill, that's perfect for me. We should have the DPM with the rammer here, and really? The VK hits that? No! Pepega VK just sitting in Narnia all game. Most useless VK in the battle. 2 times in a row, he sat back and done nothing while his team dies. So VK hitting an HE there. Good shot by him, I guess. I overextended a little bit. I was trying to keep the homie safe in the WZ there, but unfortunately he does get taken out. So what do we have here as options? I don't know if I'm going to get spotted for this, but let's go for it. We might get spotted for that. We probably got spotted for that. Yeah, we did. Although we can't do a whole lot. I mean, he can sit up there and YOLO me if he wants to. I can just sit here as well, likewise. So, we're in a bit of a sticky situation. I was kind of hoping our heavies would win that side. I mean, they were facing 2 TDs and an E100, but it looks like they are struggling a little bit. There's a 4005. Okay. Very good. I'm gonna stick close to this rock. That way I could proxy the VK if he does decide to YOLO me. We're dead. We are so dead. That sucks, man. If he had an HE'd me, that's very unfortunate. Right through the very corner of my turret there. That's a pretty small shot. Oh, of course we're losing. Our E57 just went AFK. Talented teammates. So, sadly, wasn't able to clutch up there. Bit of a mistake on my part, taking a shot from the VK with the HE. That would not have happened if that one shot into the flat side of the 1-2-1 didn't go to Narnia and somehow didn't deal damage, and we would have killed him earlier. I still did my best, but I guess I should have watched out a little bit more carefully on that corner. But I was just trying to make sure I had a kill shot on the WZ, so I was a little tunnel vision there. Anyways, hopefully this dude dies quickly, so it doesn't keep y'all waiting for super long. I mean, 4005, you can see him. He's AFK. Just straight up YOLO him. Oh my gosh, the 4005 is scared of an AFK. This is the NA server. You have AFKs and players that are too scared to kill an AFK. This is why I quit this game. It feels bad. The big brain VK so happens to be playing well when he's on the enemy team, but did nothing when he was on mine. I see how it is, dude. I see how it is. Guys, he's AFK. You can kill him. Oh boy, look at this server. Anyways, let's dissect the gameplay a little bit there. He's just shooting his gun into the air. Let's break down the gameplay while we're waiting for this dude to get killed by the people that are too scared to push an AFK. Good plays on the Sheridan initially. I should not have taken a shot from that Sheridan there. Taking that shot from the Sheridan kind of sucked, but unfortunately I got spotted right before I could ram kill him, so that didn't quite work out. After that, really the only major misplay that game was getting shot by the VK on this side. That was the only misplay. Otherwise, I think it was actually really well played overall, playing with the team, pushing in, taking that medium tank corner away from them. We did do 3,500 damage after all, so by no means bad. Our 268 getting a single shot off, our 62A doing a couple of shots before dying, and of course this talented 57 heavy player that just went AFK after doing 1 clip of damage. Yikes, the VK did 2 shots of damage all game. That's all he did, the 2 shots of damage to me, but that was enough. Bro, this 57 is insane. Actually nuts. Angry Bud. Okay, well, Sad. Sad we weren't able to win that. Bit of a misplay by me getting shot by the VK. Honestly, I should have just said, screw it, I'll let the WZ die and focus on staying a little bit safer there instead of focusing on saving him so much, but oh well. Jumping into our next match here, we have a TVP Sheridan, Kampfpanzer 50T on the enemy team versus me and a T22. So enemy team, once again, they have medium tank superiority. They have 2 tier 10 TDs. They have an IS-4 and an AMX 50B. So we're going to do the big brain plays this time. We're not going to go A. Why? Because my team has a VK-72, a Maus, a Kranwagen, and not as many meds, and of course, the enemy team don't have as many good heavy tanks. So I think we have a chance at playing the town play here. And here's where I'm going to use the Leo 1 in a slightly more unorthodox way. But then again, our VK is wandering into Narnia, our Maus is AFK, and our Kranwagen is just going to mid, which is fine. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're not going to overextend here. Now, the enemy team already have a Sheridan on A cap. Okay, maybe we can get a shot on him from the mid here. Yes, we should be able to if we pull back just a little bit. We should have enough gun depression. Let's aim this one in nice and carefully. And unfortunately, we hit that magical spaced armor on the Sheridan, which means you don't pen him. Let's put a blind shot in just in case. There we go. Unable to reset the cap, but we do hit the Sheridan there. He seems stuck for the time being, which is cool. And he's running away. Our Hori is just sending it. My goodness. Absolute insane dude. And so far the heavies aren't spotted. Let's take it easy. I'm going to clear town as quickly as possible the moment I get the opportunity. We can see the mouse is going through mid. TVP is running away. We'll have to keep an eye on that TVP because we don't want him just to YOLO us in town. But it looks like, I'm going to make the assumption that enemy team maybe doesn't have the heaviest presence in town yet. There is a 50B back here, but he seems to be sniping the outside, so he won't really be paying attention to me just yet. Put a quick shell into this AMX 50B. If he wants to try pushing into me, he can. Once again, the Leo's gun is so good, though. I should be able to out snapshot the 50B here, and we have very similar alpha damage nowadays. Put another shot towards this AMX 50B. Very nice. TVP, we know where he is. He's not in a position where he can counter YOLO me. AMX 50B is pulling back ever so slightly here. Put another shot towards him. Pull back into cover here. Very nice. We're going to see if we can maybe bait another shell from him. I might just take one anyways. And then just full send it on the 50B here. So let's see what we can do. We put another shell towards him. I don't think he has any more shots left. Okay, he has one more shell, but we can make him a one shot here if he decides to stay there to shoot me. Put another shell into him. Now he's clipped. The grill should be covering him. The IS-4 might be rotating back with the TVP. Okay, there's the grill. There's the Sheridan. I wouldn't be surprised if the IS-4 was here, but the 50B does get taken down. So you can see how I went for a slightly more unusual play, knowing the enemy team was very likely going to commit most of their forces towards this A side of the map rather than full sending it over here. Let's pick a quick kill shot up on this dude, pull back from the Sheridan, sadly taking a shell from the Sheridan there, but it's not the end of the world. We still have an IS-4 and a TVP to deal with here, and it looks like the WZ as well. So here's the IS-4. He's not quite paying attention just yet. Let's put a quick shot into him and pull back from the Sheridan, and I think we will play a little bit more easy. Now, my main concern right now is the TVP is just going to send it. He's just going to be like, oh yes, first send it. You can see the IS-4 is rotating back as well, and I don't want that to happen. So instead of full on committing towards this dude, let's wait for the TVP to at least get killed. And it looks like the TVP is actually running the opposite direction, so actually we are perfectly fine. But this is the type of stuff I think about when I am in the Leopard 1, is always be cautious of those YOLOs, man, because you get YOLO quite often. So just be aware about the YOLOs, because the YOLOs do happen all of the time. All right, here's the Sheridan. Let's put a quick shell into him. Let's try backing up from him. He gets killed. We've done 3,000 damage so far. Very nice. That leaves the 113 GFT over here up top. Let's pop that ready cal in case he does pull forward. Looks like he is just shot. And of course, he lost all of his HP, so I'm not going to get 4K this game, but we should still get a solid 3,000 at least. Is he going to keep YOLOing forward, or is he going to give me some shots here? There we go. He gets shot again. Looks like he is still rotating back just for the time being, so let's pick up a quick kill on him for about 3,600 or so damage. Not a half bad game. A bit of a different take on the Leopard 1. Obviously, we could have played med side. My team actually did pretty good on med side. But instead, I went for the, you know what, the enemy team is probably not going to send tanks to town, really. So let's try and take advantage of that to get some farm. It wasn't the highest farm game, right? But we managed to stay safe for the most part. We managed to farm 3,700 damage out and get the dub in the process. I think that was a good game. Fatness in all his glory. Being so busy at work, haven't caught his strays. Economics, mate. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Don't worry, I've been so busy with school, I've been barely streaming. Noob A takes things in the donation. Yep, PayPal takes 0. Yeah, PayPal takes 0, takes nothing except for the typical transaction fee, which is like 1% or something. It's not too much. Hey, Treff, thought you are playing the loser tanks lowest win rate. Why Leopard? Well, if you did not know, the Leo 1 is in fact the worst performing tier 10 right now in the game, followed by the M48 Patton, and then followed by the 4202. These three vehicles are the worst performing tanks statistically in tier 10. So that's why I'm playing these tanks, trying to give some advice on these vehicles and how to play them. Let's look at the enemies lineup. Vickers 4202. I'm already spotted. Better pull down real quickly, or I'm not spotted. So enemy team have a Vickers and a 4202. 4202 could just destroy me with Hash. Vickers I should be able to deal with pretty easily. It is me and Captain Stingham, our resident stream sniper, in the Sheridan. Okay, good news. Grill 57. And K91 immediately spotted on the outside. Let's wait to see if that Foch gets spotted up. I don't want to get yellowed by a Foch. And out here, we're about to get yellowed by a Foch. But no worries. We have an AMX50B and the other homies coming in to support us. Let's pop that ready cow, put a quick shell towards the Foch's hatch. Not quite able to hit him there. Not the end of the world. I'm not going to run away. Mostly because I know I have all these heavies here for support. And so Captain Stingham's trying to deal with this side. The Foch is just getting absolutely slam dunked on. Let's track him in place there. And that's one thing I will highly recommend. If you're playing something like the Leopard 1, aim for those track shots, dude. Those track shots are mega clutch. When you keep those tanks in place, they evaporate so quickly. Anyways, it looks like Mr. Vickers Light is trying to make a break for it. Let's see if we can put maybe a quick shell to him. Not quite able to snap it off. The SU is also making a break for it. And so our team has quickly, very quickly won this flank. And so I'm just going to YOLO into the SU, see if we can farm him out before it's game over. Let's put a quick shell into this SU, 122.54. Good job to my allies. They came for the support, and it worked quite well. Let's put an HE into this dude's rear, 390. You hate to see it, but you love to do it. Let's see. No one's pre-aiming around this corner, so I'm not going to worry so much. Pop another HE into him, or AP, because I don't know how to aim. It looks like the SU, or the Vickers, is still here. Let's put a quick shot into this dude at least. Bring him down to almost a one-shot. I'm going to act like I'm distracted for a second here. And we're just going to pick up a kill on this dude. There we go. And we'll pick up a kill on the Vickers as well. So my allies are not doing so well on this side here. Not the end of the world. Let's put a quick shot into this dude's tracks. And wow. 268 getting trolled hardcore by his gun. 57 and Grill are both returning to look this direction. So let's watch out for those dudes. Unfortunately, we do lose one of the homies here. But maybe we can kill the Grill. Maybe we kill the Grill with a bit of a hide. Let's pull forward so we can avoid the Vickers there. As you can see, he tried to shoot me. Once again, always pay attention to what those tanks are doing. You can avoid taking a shot. And therefore, having that extra little bit of chunk of HP allows me to take one shot from the 57. I can just sit back for now. 57 will try and shoot the Grill, I am sure. Let's put a quick shot towards him. He goes down. That just leaves the K91 and the Vickers here. And so let's just counter push onto this dude. See if we can pick up a kill on him. K91 is rotating on in behind us, however. Let's put a quick shot towards his turret. Looks like he is not looking at us, however. And that is a game over. 4,000 damage dealt. Pretty well played. And I think nothing too crazy. This was just pure pleasure damage farming in everyone's favorite Leopard 1. Let's see if we can pick up a kill on this dude. We just might be able to do it. Very nice. 4,300 or so damage. Not bad. Not bad. That's our 6th game so far in the Leo 1. I'm near New York tier. You said neat, so I was confused for a second. There we go. Good game. First class. Captain Singapore in 3K. Good job to our 50B. And, well, you know, our 268 tried. Let's give him credit for trying. He may not have done a whole lot, but at least he full sent it for support there. It's Ref. Do you like Halloween? I love October, and Halloween's nice. I've never dressed up for Halloween, and when I was a kid, I never went trick-or-treating. But Halloween vibes are the best. Like, if October is one of the nicest months of the year, in my opinion. October, November is just fantastic. I love autumn to death. Alrighty. Be right back at you from Bobby. What's up? Alright. How's the state of the game in 22? Fast speed over years since the last played. Game is a bit typical. Not a whole lot's changed, really. I mean, tanks have changed, but the players haven't. So, we're in Castilla. Enemy team, 121, Leo PT, Sheridan. What we're going to do here is obviously support 200 LT MX30B on the main hill. I don't think we're going to go heavy side because the enemy team do have an AMX50B E5 and, okay, not a 113, that's a 121. But, you know, they have some fairly decent heavy tanks that are going to be competing with our Yo, I think. And so we're going to go take the hill, taking a little bit of a shortcut up onto the hill here. And I'm going to wait. Let's see what the enemy team decides to do. So 50B is pushing down low. Our 30B is going to spot the outside. There's the Sheridan. Let's spot this bridge up in case there's any late crossers coming this way. And that's my goal for the start of this game. I'm not going to push up super aggressive because you're at risk of getting YOLO'd. So let's take it easier. All right. So all 3 meds currently are over on top of the hill for the time being. And it looks like the MX-50B went down low. Now they have a YAG and a WZ-111 tank destroyer, so we will want to keep an eye on him. Looks like the Sheridan's pulling forward. Just put a track shot into him at least. I was hoping to put a pending shot into him, but I didn't want to pull back too far there because then he could shoot my engine deck. And actually, he did have a shot on my engine deck, so I'm a bit lucky I didn't get nuked. All right, Let's pull through. We are unspotted for the time being. And let's see if we have a quick shot into the side of Mr. E5 here. That one might have gone in. The AMX-50B is kind of just chilling down low. And I think there's not a whole lot for me to do on the hill. These dudes should be chilling for now. We can't really push it though, right? They have double TDs. Who knows what those TDs are doing? They're just waiting to eat us up if we get spotted. Let's see if this Conqueror spots anything first. So far, the Conqueror spotted nothing. AMX-50B is probably going to go down pretty quickly here. And so, you know what? I think for the sake of doing something, I'm going to try and pull up and see if we get some shots on this Leo. Now, we know that E5 has a crossfire me. Let's hope that Mr. Jaegeru isn't over there as well. Okay, so they're not paying attention to me for the time being. Let's see if this E5 gives me a side shot. There we go. Let's pull back just in case he turns back for me or the Leo moves for me. AMX-50B is crossing up top, E5. All right, let's see if we can get a shell into this AMX-50B here. Not quite. 50B is full sending it, so let's pull back and let's watch him just get nuked by 183 and slowly start dying. Okay, my team should be fine on the hill for now. Numerically, they have a very solid force up here. Mr. E5 is getting a little aggro as well. Let's put a quick track shot into him, keeping him in place. I should be unspotted still. No, he's probably going to stop at this rock. That's the smart thing to do. I'm going to pop ready count in case he still pulls back and gives me a shot anyways, but it looks like that's not the case. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to pull the sneaky ditch play here to get behind this E5, hopefully avoid the TDs. We do, however, most unfortunately, do not get spotted. Oh, we do get spotted by the WZ. Let's not get HE'd, boys. Okay, we're fine. We still got to the position I wanted to get to crossfire and kill out this E5 as quickly as possible. So I decided to make the play to rotate out and kill heavies, mostly because I am just not confident on pushing that med side just yet because, well, the Jaegeru. But you know what? Maybe we don't have to worry about him. Our allies just totally took care of that for us. So I got spotted probably by the WZ who's just sitting there waiting for me. I'm assuming the Yag's over here now. If the Yag hasn't fired our med side, he has to be over on this side of the map. So let's get ready to push behind this dude. I should be unspotted right about now. There is the Jaegeru. He shouldn't be able to spot me, so let's just pull in and kill the WZ while we can. Put a quick kill shot into him, and the Jaegeru is the last man standing. Not a high damage farm game for me. That was probably my misplay, not farming out the med side, but once again, super high risk to do that. And I wasn't at all just feeling like getting nuked by a Yag for no reason. Speaking of getting nuked by a Yag for no reason, I'm about to get dunked on him by him, I think. All right, let's see what we can do about it. All right, Jaegeru is currently driving forward here. Let's pull back a little bit. Wait to see what happens. I don't think he's going to blind fire the bush yet, so let's see. We might be able to just spot him up from here. Okay, there he is. Let's pull back a little bit. Bop, quick shell into him. No way! No way he shoots HE and hits that. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, look at that angle. Where did he hit? Bro, he hit like... So you can't pen the upper play of the Leo with HE. Well, I guess nice shot by the Yag. He's going to die anyways. Rip the farm. That game was not good for farm. Their team just was awful all around, man. Their meds, like, got absolutely dunked on without the Yag farming our med side there. And then the 50B suicided and the E5 suicided. So I got no farm because I was in the wrong positioning all game there. And that Yag, man, there's no way. You know, if I was on flat ground, I bet he wouldn't have even been able to HE me there. I guarantee if I just pulled into the open, that dude would not have been able to HE me. I totally just killed myself by trying to play the corner there. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh, that was a bit unlucky, but it's whatever. It's the end of the game. I really don't care. That was not going to be a high farm game anyways. Bro thought he could tank Jag HE. What do you mean? The Yag shouldn't even hit that. He hit, like, barely hit the outside of my hull, right where the upper plate merges with the lower plate at a steep angle. That's a bruh. All right, so let's jump into another game. We are 7 games into Leo so far. And let's see. So we have Bashaltion M60 enemy team. Other than that, it's just 3 tier 10 TDs and E157. Okay, I like this lineup. We're on a good spawn. I'm going to make the play that I usually like to play. We're going to push through the ditch. Very aggressive play. A bit risky, I will admit. But if we can do that and take a cap control away from the enemy team, we have a very decent chance of winning this game comfortably. So the T100 LT is already making that same play. Hopefully I didn't get spotted yet. We are not as of yet spotted. We're going to quickly try and see if we can spot anyone crossing up top. Okay, no one spotted yet. Aha, so there's the Bashaltion. So Bashaltion does unfortunately spot me. And I'm not going to poke there because TDs like to sit in that bush next to where the Bashaltion is. I just wanted to see, hey, is there anyone actually going to the corner? And wow, you've got to be kidding me. Dude did not just make that play. Yeah, smart play, dude. Real smart play. Oh, real smart play. 65 HP. Oh, you're dead. What on earth was he thinking? He just lost full HP for a single shot of damage. I say. Oh my. Oh, of course the Yag is up there. Oh my gosh. I'm getting absolutely dunked on. I didn't think the Yag pushed up. I thought he was all the way in the back. Misplay by me. All right. Well, we're going to have to play passively. I have 2,000 spotting damage just because I am that insanely epic at this game right now, apparently. As for cover, we have a decent amount of allies covering us. I'm not super worried about what's happening right now. We'll just take it nice and easy. Those darn Yags, man. Those darn Yags. Mr. Pablo's over here in the Jaegeru, causing issues. Okay, we're going to pull back slightly. Look where that Yag hit, by the way. He hit that little viewport on the very corner. That is such a tidy shot. Very unlucky. Okay, we are going to pull back a little bit from here. The 268 at least lost all of his HP, way overextending the tunnel me there, which honestly is super deserved. Happy to see that. The Jaeger is back here for now. Can't really do a whole lot to me. I'm going to move all the way to the second line position. The 57 suiciding for some bizarre reason, so he's dead already. And I'm just going to continue playing a kind of passive game here. There's still a lot of damage to be farmed. We know that E100 went down at least, so we can keep an eye out for him. We know the Bastion is kind of sitting towards the ruins here. You know, there's a lot of options. I don't need to rush it just yet. We see where the 4005 is. Let's wait to see if we can find where that E100 is for the time being. All right, so our 4005, unfortunately, or 57 does get taken down by the 4005. There's the E100. That's what I was hoping to see there. E100 shoots, gives me a little bit of side turret. Put a quick shell to him, and let's pull down from here. I don't know if I got spotted, which I totally did. I don't want to get shot up the rear. So we're going to pull down into safety. Bastion's rotated out in towards town here. Looks like my allies are struggling on this side. The M60's chilling over here. Enemy M60 is probably just waiting for me. Can't quite hit him, and my team is all around not looking super healthy over here. Okay. Now, I am in a relatively safe position. Not as worried about this M60. Let's get ready to put a quick shell to M60 here. I think he's pulling out right about now. Not quite. Ah, he pulled out the long way. Good to know. Now, I didn't spot him up. Someone else spotted him for me. He is pulling all the way through the ruins here. Let's put another shell to him. 397. Our grill is full HP, so we don't have to worry so much about him. So if this M60 gets any bright ideas to just kind of full send it on me, it's not going to go well. What I am going to do now, though, is once I'm unspotted, we're going to pull out from here, mostly because we know the 100 is still in the mid. I don't want them pulling in and just shooting at me, and unfortunately, our grill does get absolutely hammered there. So this game is probably a loss. I mean, there's not a whole lot left for me to do here. The Bastion's going to rotate out through town. The Jaegeru is just chilling in mid. The M60 is going to spot us up from back here, and we're just kind of stuck in all kinds of trouble. So unfortunately, my team didn't quite play this out as I was hoping. They shouldn't have rotated into town. We had A control, and when you have A control, you don't have to do a whole lot. You just sit back and enjoy your A control, but unfortunately, that's not the case. We do have the M60 over here, who definitely spotted me up just now, I think. Or not. Let's wait to see what happens. Enemy team is going to cap out. There's really not anything I can do just yet. So let's just wait to see if this M60 pulls forward here. Gives me a nice side shot. Boom. Let's put a quick shell to him. 183, unfortunately, fluffing his shell there. We do have an M60 still here in the open. Let's put another shell to him. Waiting for me, apparently. But he doesn't appear to have a any kind of means of safety. The Bastion probably going to kill me here. Let's put another shell to the Bastion. Very nice. Let's see if we can just get ready to kill this dude here. Sadly, it's a cap game. Not able to kill him. All right, I did my best there. I don't know what happened to the allies, to be honest. We insta-killed the 268, but the team, they abandoned A. We had the win if we didn't run out of A. The issue was our STB, our T100 LT, those dudes just dipped out when we could have held A perfectly fine, right? We hold A, we cap B, we have someone maybe hold town a little bit, but yeah, we just give out that map control. So we did okay. Wasn't the highest farm, but oh well. Could have been a little better if that Yag didn't hit me. Bit of a misplay by me. Thanks. Try again. Yes, I gotta try again. We can't be having that. Hi, help me. How's it going? By the way, I don't know if I said hello earlier, but hey. The only sure one. Fatness, it seems I'm late. Not too late. We're only 8 games in. Jack players, 50%, helium 25%, RNG 25%, single brain cell. The players are unpredictable. They're 40% glass or something that is stuff of nightmares. I think Jack just sat on the A-cap all game, and he did admirable. I didn't think he was going to pull into A-cap, though, because he was spotted kind of far back. I didn't think he was going to pull all the way into A, because usually it's really hard to get out of A. And so that's why I pushed up to that mid to try and see if I could spot the M60, which I thought was there. And then I got hit by a Yak for 800. Oh, well. But you know what? At least the 268 died for his big brainery play. I say that was still very satisfying watching that dude get full health there for YOLOing. Anyways, let's jump into the next game. TVP, Object 84. All very decent enemy tanks, but versus me and a Bastion, we should be fine in the 1 versus 1. They do have 2 TDs, which are platooned. AMX-50B, They have a Type 68 and a Kranwagen. So, mobile team. Enemy team appears to be quite mobile. We should be aware of that. There's a fairly decent chance that their team is going to send it on this side. So there's the Object 84, there's the TVP. It's just me for now. This TVP is just going to sit back in Narnia all game, so there's really nothing for me to do. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. Now, we're keeping an eye on the mini-map. The first thing you'll see, boom, 268 Conqueror already towards the enemy spawn. No one spotted. The entirety of the enemy team's over here. They're all just chilling back. We should not be on this flank anymore. We will die. And you can see the Bastion spots the Kranwagen. He's already rotating out. And so we tip out of here very quickly. Want to keep an eye out on what those tanks are doing. But something that is just as important is keeping an eye on what your teammates are doing. Because if you notice your teammates are pushing through a position, no one seems to be spotted on that side, then immediately you can make the conclusion that, okay, the enemy team is all on one flank or the other. And you'll have the ability to quickly rotate out before it's too late. Because if I was still in the corner, your boy would probably be feeling pretty toasty right now. Probably be getting YOLO'd and all that fun stuff. 4005 is getting dunked on. Looks like the 50B's back here. 4005 is going to be a one-shot now. Let's put a quick shot to him. I'm just going to snipe for the time being because I don't like getting YOLO'd 24/7. You know how it is. All right, let's put a quick shell into this dude. Now there's a tank behind me, so let's pull down for a second. That's the one that spotted me. TVP might be with them. Potentially. I don't know. We will find out. Here's the 50B. Let's put another shell towards the 50B there. There's also a Type 68 pushing back for me here. TVP's in Narnia. Cool. So Type 68's pushing in with the Object 84, probably a support, but these two dudes are isolated. I mean, there's only 5 tanks left now, and that dude's dead. I mean, the Type's in Narnia. It looks like the Object 84 might be the only opponent that's nearby, assuming he's not just rotating out. It looks like he is trying to rotate out as of right now. So let's turn around and we're just going to DPM the daylights out of this Object 84. He really doesn't stand a chance in a DPM fight versus the Leo 1, especially if he tries to not run away, which is the case. So I'm just going to sit here and farm up damage on this poor fool. This poor fool stands 0 chance. Let's give him another ram. Guarantees a 2-shot now. Boom. Almost guarantees a 2-shot. Let him ram us again. Okay, now he's a guaranteed 2-shot. And we will just pick up a kill shot into him. Very fast game. Enemy team did not stand much of a chance here, but let's at least try and farm out this TVP before it's over. TVP is probably YOLOing back for me. I mean, it looks like that's what it was his plan. So let's just get ready to farm him out before it's like too late and he's dead. $20 for 7. Okay. All right, you got yourself a deal, Spunky. Thank you very much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. Okay, TVP's a 2-shot. Let's full send it onto this dude. I just want to get my farm in before it's too late. So let's get ready. Mr. TVP, pop. Nice, 3,500 damage down. Phantom Rider. I'm pretty sure you just want an excuse to play your favorite tanks. Shh, you don't. This is not it. This is not true. This is backed by statistical analysis that these are the hardest to play tanks. Honestly, you can see why though, because I've made a few misplays, especially in the last couple of games. This game we played just fine. I don't think we made any misplays. We farmed up damage. We won pretty easily. But, you know, slight misplays, right? Getting slightly caught out, getting a cheat or something like that when it's not necessary. And boom, our win rate's down to 67% in a tank that I averaged 72% career. And so, yeah, the Leo's a hard tank to play. I love it. It's one of my favorite vehicles in the game. But I can definitely understand the struggles, and either by my failures or successes. I mean, I am at least trying to hope that this can be educational in some sense. At least you guys can see what I am thinking at a time and where my thinking goes well and where it definitely does not go well. Okay, so what we're going to do for this game is we're going to spot the mid right away. Hopefully this Object 1-4 doesn't keep side hugging me because I'll lose my momentum. Enemy team do have a Sheridan, 422, and a Leopard. They have a couple of tank destroyers and a couple of nasty heavies. But I'd like to get that early information to see, all right, what is their team doing? Okay, so immediately we spot the Leo. Immediately we spot the 60 TP. Let's put a shell into him. Whoa! Whoa! Getting one of those rare ricochets. Okay, the shot that the Yag penned me, we actually ricocheted off that corner. Very nice. So we shot the 60 TP. Wait for the camo to reset before you run away. Because if you run away when you're still spotted, boom, TD's in that position, nuke you. It's not a pleasant experience. Although, maybe not boom, because the enemy TDs aren't even here. Okay, well this brings up some very interesting scenarios. 4005 is pushing on in behind the enemy team here. TDs are in Narnia. 60 TP is probably rotating back from me because I'm spotted rotating back. I'm going to become the bait. Actually, you know what? I take it back. Your boy doesn't want to become bait. No, no, no. He doesn't want to get YOLO'd. The boy doesn't want to get YOLO'd here. Oh, no. I'm getting YOLO'd by everyone. Everyone in the mother wants to YOLO me. Okay. Big misplay. I thought the 4005 was going to provide better cover fire. Not the case. Definitely not the case. He did not provide the big brain cover fire. At least not as much of it as I was hoping for. I think the Sheridan's rotating back for me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't think they were all going to YOLO. But the issue was, misplay by me there. I assumed the 4005... How did he die? Oh, he went to the worst position. I thought the 4005 was going to go to their spawn corner by that bush and just farm them out if they pushed on me there. But that was not the case. Okay, well, there you go. Don't get over aggressive in your Leo, guys, because that's what happens. You die instantly. Anyways, that's 10 games in the Leo 1. I think we all know what went wrong that game. I got over aggressive and I was way too trusting in our 4005's capabilities that game, which was the mistake. The 4005 did 1 shot of damage and died. That is very, very sad. I thought, okay, this dude's doing 1700. Anyone that pushes me instantly dies, but that was not the case. And so, yeah, maybe in your Leo 1, don't make those gamble plays. I said immediately it was a gamble. I did say it was a gamble, but maybe I should have waited an extra minute to see if that 4005 was actually going to be helpful before making that play. That's the only issue is I felt like our team wasn't going to last very long on C with all those TDs, so I wanted to help progress that flank. And I thought, you know, if they turn around for me, we can push up top, right? We had a couple tanks there, but yeah, we died very quickly. I probably still did better than one of my teammates at least. Sad. What's up with the 422? So what's the issue with the 422? Why is this tank low on the win rate scale? I don't really know. I think it's a really good tank, but I think the main problem with the 4202 is its hash, which is both a plus and a con. The con is you don't have heat pen. And so, penetration low, a lot of heavily armored tier 10 heavy tanks, you are not going to pen very reliably. And so, you have good mobility on the 422. You have hash pen, really good gun when it's used properly. And you have decent armor. Now, in update 9.1, the 422's armor profile got buffed, which is nice, but I think that also might be a slight curse and possibly why the 422 statistically is dropped. So here's the thing. Beforehand, everyone accepted that the 4202... Yo, we won? See, big brain! Big brain! Dude, I baited their team to die. Okay, 140, you get the fist bump of farm. The 140 farmed so hard off me. Yo, let's go! 4202, only doing like 4 shots of damage there. Leo pulling 2k. Ha! The bait worked, boys! The bait worked. Okay. We got to 70%. I wasn't expecting that, but hey, you know what? We managed to pull 3 of their meds into a ditch where they were going to get crossfired out. The 60 TP got abandoned up there. So, you know what? Maybe it worked out well. But anyways, as I was saying, the curse of the 422 in update 9.1. One of the big issues with the 422, gun handling nerf in 9.1. Really nasty. It went from an extremely accurate medium tank gun to just a fairly, not very, but fairly accurate medium tank gun. That means you're not going to be pinning those snapshots as often. And sure, you have a lot more turret armor, but that's also encouraging players to use this tank a little bit less like a flanking light, a little bit more just like an aggressive frontline medium tank. Sometimes it works, but I think that the old 422 kind of did a better job encouraging players to use it a little bit more flank and farm with hash rather than haul down and farm with AP. And so I think that's a possible reason for why the 422 might have a slightly lower win rate right now. But I'm going to do my best to try and show you guys, you know, here's how I play the 422. Okay, let's pull back in case that 183 is peeking. The 183 is not peeking. The 100 is running away. Let's see if we can spot him up. The 100 spot up. Okay. So, good news is my team already have all the middle control. We know where the 183 is, the E100, all those dudes. We're going to push on into the middle here and start crossfiring out their team. And we're going to use the mobility. Okay, here's the thing. The 422 is really good at mobility. You don't have to take it as a haul down tank. And especially because this tank utilizes hash, the more side shots you have, the better your life becomes. So, generally speaking, do remember, like, yeah, it has more armor, it can haul down a lot better, woohoo, yay, but also it is a tank that performs really well when it comes to flanking. And as you can see, when it comes to snapshotting type of gameplay, this tank is not really that good anymore. Like, that gun handling is not ideal for the snapshotting king. Okay, so we have a Hobri here. Let's put a headshot towards him, sadly hitting his tracks there, and the Yo is spotted up mid here. So the Yo is kind of wandering in Narnia. I think he's going to go down pretty quickly. This game is already looking like a pretty zero damage farm battle. So I'm going to drive into a building because that's intellectual gameplay. But no, I'm going to push it onto this M6O here who's isolating instead of just holding onto the mid. And then we should be able to farm hopefully him out. And then pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be able to farm out the... Man, he doesn't even know I'm here. And hopefully soon we'll be able to farm out as well the 183s. Put one headshot into his side. Very nice. So the Yo knows I'm here now. Wow, he spotted me through the bush. He does pen one shot through my turret. It's another headshot until he ricochets the second shot. So immediately, yeah, you can see he hit me in a spot where the previous 4-2-2 would have actually been penned. Right through that kind of right underneath where the gun is mounted. It used to be a major weak spot, but not anymore. So armor buff is working here to some extent, but of course, the accuracy may have not made that too much more relevant in terms of just dealing damage and stuff. All right, we have a Pori here. Let's put a headshot into him, 450. Don't really care if I take a shot from this dude. This game is already over, so primary goal right now is just YOLO farm damage. And so we do have a 183 here. He has fired. He's pulling forward. We might be able to hit him for about 3,700 or so, 3,600. Not a bad game. And so here's the thing you want to keep in mind when you are playing the 4-2-2. Hesh is your only reason to play this tank. No other reason exists. If you want a hull-down medium tank, there are better hull-down medium tanks. If you want a fast medium tank, there are faster tier 10 medium tanks. If you want an armored medium tank in general, E50M does all that better. So make sure your gameplay results around utilizing the Hesh to its maximum potential. And that's what I did that game. Sure, I could have sat mid and casually farmed up there all battle. That's true, but why would I do that when I can just pull onto an obviously abandoned flank and start hashing tanks on the side and farm up from that angle, rather than risking sitting in the open where you might just get unlucky and wrecked through the turret. Anyways, I think that's an issue that I've personally seen a lot of 4-2-2 players playing this tank a little bit more like a Patton, which you don't really want to do. And so do keep in mind, I still consider this tank to be the pseudo medium light tank of farming damage. It's very mobile, right? And so what we're going to do for the start of this battle, the enemy team do have a Sheridan. We'll keep an eye out for him. What we're going to do this battle is we're going to pull up onto this flank. We're going to hash the E100 inside the turret and pull back. Now, who's the Sheridan on the enemy team? Okay, no one that I know of. There's the enemy Sheridan. There's the 60 TP. There's the E100. Immediately, okay, we got the early spots. We know where their team is and where their team isn't located. Let's take advantage of this opportunity to pull a flank and hopefully, once those dudes get spotted in that corner, start farming them out. Obviously, the enemy team hasn't gone towards C side, right? My team's going to cap B. I might need to cap C later, depending on how long our Badger and the other homies stay alive over here, but we will see about that. I don't know if that's a shot or not. I just took it in case. And so, there we go. Here's the 60 TP. Very good. We should have side shots on him very, very shortly here. All right, let's load up a headshot inside of his turret. 380 damage dealt. That's what we like to see. And right now, we are already taking advantage of some side shot farm here. But I'm going to go cap C. Unfortunately, ricocheting that shot off the 60 TP as I saw the Tracer go to Narnia. We're going to cap C. So we got some early shots off to our advantage, but we are losing allies in the process here. Now, the issue is I think Caves is a very difficult area to take if your team is kind of split up a lot, and so that's kind of the reason why I would also not go towards Caves. We are going to cap C at least. A 183 is going to go down here. We do have double 60 TPs. The main kind of issue that I think we have right now, I'm going to cap C, and then I'm going to get back and hold C after this. I can't let their team take advantage of our town side. Okay, so we're gonna cap the enemy team out. 183 hitting a very nasty shot onto the Sheridan here. Let's pull up. All right, the Sheridan's thinking of pulling forward here. Go on, pull forward just a little bit. Boom, making him almost a one-shot here. Now he's scared to push forward. I don't know if he can spot me. Nice, he cannot spot me from all the way back there. Very good. Sheridan can't do much here. He's going to go down soon, but he probably has some support. Okay, there's the TVP. There's the 60 TP. There's the E4. We see where all of their tanks are located. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. Here's the E4. Let's put a quick shell into his side. Very nice. We're going to just keep an eye on that E4 because we know he's watching over us. We don't know where that 183 is precisely. And, ooh, there's the 183. 183 gets absolutely hammered by one of our tanks here. Unfortunately, I do get spotted, but the enemy 183 is rotating back ever so slightly, maybe. Or not. He's thinking of it, but he's not quite pulling back fast enough here to put a quick snapshot into him. Bring him down to a potential two-shot here, as long as we don't super mess this up. Here's the Sheridan. Sheridan's pulling back a little bit here. Let's put a quick shot into him, making him into a one-shot. That's what we like to see. Gonna keep an eye out for the Le Sheridan. And as far as support goes, I don't really have a whole lot, but I don't need a whole lot right now. The TVP is going to go down pretty quickly here. I'm going to hug this building, so if the 183 tries to YOLO me from either direction, I can just turn and kill the Sheridan. That's going to be my priority right now. Let's kill the Sheridan. We have massive cap here, right? We're going to win on cap if the enemy team doesn't do anything. And so we're going to sit here for the time being. But let's see if this 183 is poking this corner at all. 183 is not poking yet. Very interestingly. Oh, there's the 183. Let's try and knock it. Hashed. I'm going to show him a little bit of side. He does shoot an AP shell at me. Sheridan's aiming. He's aiming, but he's still struggling to find an angle to pen me, which allows me to easily put a shell into him. But oh, that TVP is still in Narnia. So let's stay safe for now. TVP's probably rotating back to kill me. That's the most logical play for him at the moment. No, he's not rotating back to kill me. And so let's just get ready to pre-aim for Mr. 183 here. We can win this. Oh, no! I thought I would have spotted him. I threw! Okay, 60 TP. Pick up the kill. Nice. Just stay alive, buddy. Just stay alive for like 30 more seconds. I threw. That was my bad. Totally threw that. I wanted to kill the 183. That way I could cover the 60 TP, but I didn't think he was going to pull back there. Dang it. I should have stayed behind the building. That was purely my fault. Wasn't a problem with the 402. I didn't really get to farm a whole lot of Hesh there. Very bizarre situation. Our Badger did a shot and died. Our 140 did 2 shots and died. Our 60 DB did 2 shots and died. And our 183 did 2 shots and died. Very nice. Team wasn't super spectacular there. Here's the issue. If your team has double cap, literally just hold the caps. I don't know why they all wandered into the mid, gave up their hold down positioning, and got themselves killed. All you have to do is plant tanks in town to hold C and plant tanks in B cap. The enemy team is forced to push into you. You can hold a network of crossfires there. And so, yeah, I unfortunately, I couldn't work super well with my team in that situation. Simply because they all kind of wandered into the mid and got themselves killed one by one. When we had double cap, right? You can force the enemy team into you. Definitely keep that in mind. At least try and work with your teammates. If you have that cap advantage, just hold those caps and let the enemy team push into you, because more often than not, they will lose the game trying to retake those caps. But if you push into them when they're in hold down positions and you have double cap, you're essentially just throwing away a win for free. Although I kind of threw a little bit there. We should have still won regardless, but it shouldn't have been anywhere near that close. Okay, so we're going to spot at the mid right now. Immediately getting an idea of what the enemy team is doing. I don't know how this game is going to go. The enemy team have some nasty TDs. They have a Sheridan in town. They have some haul down tanks like the 62 way here. Our 121 just got full health racked right off the bat. The Sheridan is just chilling in town. I don't know where the TDs are, but automatically losing one of our strongest tier 10 meds right off the bat is kind of a big F in the chat. And I might not want to stick around here for too much longer. So let's get ready to rotate out just a little bit. We'll avoid the 183. So the E3 is over here and our 183 is dead. My gosh, my teammates do not want me to win a single battle right now. Okay, so we are down 2 tanks in about 30 seconds or so. Let's put another shell into the 183. He, of course, snapshots that because, you know, 183 has very, very good gun handling. Of course it does. Sadly, that headshot doesn't go in. Looks like the E3 is going for a flank here. Sheridan is probably chilling along the mid here. I'm going to get ready for that 183 to pull around behind us very soon. So, we know that E3 is getting ready to rotate back. The Sheridan should hopefully spot him before anything happens. Let's keep an eye out on that E3 there. Okay, there's the E3. There's the 62A. I think the 183 just fired, and so did the E3. So let's get ready to put a quick shot into this E3 here. Unfortunately, I am getting shot by the Leopard 1. However, Mr. E3 is a little overextended here. Let's put another track shot into him just to keep him in place here. We're going to pull back from safety from this Leo 1. We are currently safe. The Sheridan's here, but our Sheridan is flanking these dudes. This Leo is still a bit of an issue, though. Let's get rid of the Hesham, maybe. A quick headshot into him. Not quite able to do a whole lot about it. This game is just over, kind of. Yeah, losing 2 tier 10s right off the bat really does maim your odds of winning a game. We're going to turn around from the E3. We're probably going to die. Oh, let's go! 422 armor. Going big brain mode. Okay. Well, we'll just put a headshot into this dude's hatch, maybe. Okay, VK just fired. I'm safe to pull back for the time being. Although it doesn't really matter. I'm still dead regardless. Put another shell to this dude. We'll just keep pulling back into safety here. Awful team, man. I don't know what to say. That's what happens when the enemy team is just big braiding with the Aberracks. Oh my goodness. Our 183 just suicide YOLOs in through the mid. Both of them, really. Our 128 gets Aberracked, and then, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. I guess GG to the enemy team, but yikers. Not a fun gamer experience. I love the 422. I don't think the tank was the issue there. I don't think any tank I had played in that situation really would have made that much of a difference because my team was just dead instantly. I mean, yeah, the 183 did 0. 121, I think he got 1 tapped, so I really can't blame him, although maybe don't poke a VK72 when he's spotted looking at you. Just a recommendation. We did 2k damage. Poor 4202. Poor 4202 is the only tank so far in this stream that's actually struggling to win. Although I would say this is less This has to do a little bit less with the tank. We're just gonna make quick adjustments. I want to snipe you, HisRoyal. That is true. Hey, don't you dare stream snipe me. Hey, what's that Twitter like mark, my dudes? You smash the like mark. Like button, not like mark. I am big stupid. Finally, I'm Rock KV3 with my type 57. Congratulations, T26 E3 Eagle 7 medium. Thank you for the donation. You guys know RJ why he was actual fatness and he just commentates over pre-recorded content? Oh yeah, obviously. So when did RJ and Waifu replace Bobby? I don't remember this happening. Play under a different name so you don't get targeted. See, that's big brain. That's big brain. I get so many comments where people, in my comments in my streams and stuff, people are like, you should play under a different account because you get pref matchmaking. I'm like, boy, I don't think you even know how much easier my life would be if I went under a random alias where no one knew who I was. that would make games a lot easier, trust me. Okay, so, back to the 4-2-2. We need to figure this tank out. We ain't winning, son. We are failing, and this is not how it's supposed to be. We're going to spot at the right-hand side. There is a 62A TVP that the enemy team potentially could send this way. I'm going to send this bush just a little bit and kind of look this way in case they have someone in the bush opposite of us. Enemy team, as far as heavies, VK90 and 57. They'll probably go together towards C, but let's take it easy. You know, a lot of players are going to get super aggressive off the bat. I don't like to overextend until I have a fairly thorough understanding of what the enemy team's going to do. Leopard 1 flashbacks from Rockfield hitting me real hard because I totally did not do that. But, okay. 62A is holding. Immediately, 62A has covered fire. He wouldn't be sitting there by himself. But we can also see the TVP isn't here. So my main concern was the TVP because that's the tank that immediately will turn your life into living hell if you're not careful. Let's spot here for a second. Okay, no one spotted here. So probably TD's covering the 62A. Let's take it easy. Let's not overextend. Boom. One TD is already spotted up. And there's the 62A. Let's put a quick headshot into the 62A here. He can YOLO me all he wants. It's not going to make a huge difference. Our armor profile is being very effective. Here's where the 4-2-2 is just going to absolutely annihilate something like the 62A with its insane amount of Hesh, Alpha, and DPM. And so we managed to kill this dude very, very quickly here. Waffentrigger is probably going to YOLO for the Leo, so I'm going to actually push out behind him a little bit here, just so I can get an HE shell into him. There we go. Very nice HE. He's going to go down probably to the 183 in just a moment, if not me, and so I can just keep rotating through here. There we go. Very good. Hey, 183 didn't even waste a shell. That's perfect. Okay, so enemy team, what are they doing? I don't really know. I want to push into the enemy spawn. Intuition's telling me they still have a VK90. They still have an E4. They still have a Waffentrigger. All these vehicles unspotted. Bad idea. Let's pull back into the mid and try and find ourselves a position where we can support our allies and where we won't lose the game immediately by just giving up all map control. I personally feel over-aggressing into the enemy spawn by myself would just be a bad idea. So we're going to pull up to this bush here. And, ooh, the VK90 is getting a little aggro. We don't know what the TVP's up to. Okay, there's the 57. There's the Waffentrigger. TVP is somewhere in the mid, I'm sure. But the VK is actually going to push in for us. So I actually don't have to worry too much about him. Let's put a head shell into him. 430. Very nice. We'll continue to stay safe from, hopefully, that TVP's position. Oh, E4 does get a shell into me here. Let's put a hedge towards his lower plate. Sadly, that one doesn't go through. So the E4 was just sitting there waiting for me, apparently. But it won't matter. He can't do too much to me now. Watch farm at the VK while we can. TVP is trying to shoot at me. That's not going to go so well for him. I think what I'm going to do is the TVP's not paying attention. Let's pick up a kill on this dude. Very nice. We'll take one shot from him, but I'm fine with that because now the VK is out. The TVP is kind of overextending here just a wee bit. So TVP giving me a headshot. Unfortunately, I misfired there just a wee bit. We do lose our 50B. Our Leo is a one-shot. Our Waffentrigger is low. This game is looking a little bit on the Yiker side. Okay, I am going to rotate out a little bit. Let's move to a safer position, a little bit farther back. Our Leo is probably dead. Waffentrigger can hold to some extent. If he gets spotted rotating out, that's bad. But also, I can rotate out to some extent as well. All right, see, the 57 is not quite paying attention to me just yet. Let's aim a headshot into the side of his turret. 451 damage dealt. Let's pull back into cover here. Very nice. You can see the E4 is also pulling forward a little bit, although it looks a bit distracted. I don't know if that one's going to go in. I'm going to continue holding behind this Waffentrigger for the time being. He's the one that can spot for us, so I want to take advantage of that if possible and stay safe while we're at it from the TVP. So let's see what the TVP's doing. TVP might rotate out soon. Any moment now, buddy. Any moment. There we go. One headshot into him. Very nice. Waffentrager definitely overextendo a little bit here. Let's aim a HesShell into this 57. One HesShell into him. Waffle probably about to get taken out. And let's see. He does get taken out. Let's take out their Waffle at least. Boom. He's now dead. Looks like the E4 is temporarily AFK. Let's put a quick shell into his side. Very nice. We farmed up. We're not getting an easy dub here. The TVP is just going to straight up YOLO us. Although, if we can get any bounces from this dude. Oh, 2 bounces maybe. Let's see if we can get one more bounce here. Okay. We're going to pull back. We're going to keep pulling back from the 57, who is definitely pushing in to try and kill me here. I have to try and pick up kills. I don't really have all that many options. Oh, that's really unfortunate. That was a really critical shot for me to hit. I don't have an option. I have to poke this dude to try and kill him. One shell into this man's here. We've done 5,500 damage this game, but I just don't think this game's going to be it. Not with the E4 still around. That's going to create a lot of difficulties. Also, I'm getting mega trolled by my gun right now, which is a major issue. Okay, there's the E4. And the TVP is flanking me. Headshot. Ah, I knew he was going to flank me. I almost rotated out, but the E4 got spotted. Dang it. I could have had that game. That's where the 4-2-02's gun hurts so much, man. Like, how did 2 shots into the flat side of the 57 miss there? We could have had easily close to 7k ace dub. But, my gosh. Also, can we appreciate that our Bashatheon was second to last to die and did 0 damage? I did my best. I think overall, not a bad game. The only kind of unfortunate thing that happened there was, 1, I got mega trolled by the gun. Way too many times. That 57 should have been dead ages ago. That was just bruh. And 2, taking that shot from the E4 at the start, or earlier on in the game when I was poking to shoot the VK90, I didn't think the E4 was going to be there because frankly, he had not been spotted for a long time. So I thought maybe he was rotating back towards their spawn. This is why I felt comfortable poking there. But if I had the extra 600 HP, that would have been an easy dub. Feels bad, man. Easily could have won that. The 57 wasn't the brightest. The E4 wasn't the brightest. If I'd killed that 57, I guarantee for a fact I would have turned around and prepared to face that flank. But the fact that I didn't kill him made me hesitate, and then E4 got spotted there. Oh well. If I hadn't gotten trolled by the gun, but at least we got some good damage out that time. We're battling AJ. Hate the FE, it's hard to use. I love the FE. I absolutely adore this tank. I think it's fantastic. And I mean, overall, yeah, 25% win rate, but we are running 3,500 average damage. So I wouldn't say the tank is underperforming. Just we've been getting some rather harsh teams right now. Button, you make no sense. All right, so let's jump into another game. We got to get some more dubs. My pride is hurting at the side of this win rate in our poor FE422. The good news is enemy team. Let's see what they have. They have a Sheridan. They have a Kampfpanzer 50T. We are on the worst spawn of this map. Our IS-7 is wandering into Narnia. Spunky, thank you so much for the donation. And you're right, it would have been 7 kills if I hadn't been scammed. Feels bad, man. Put a quick shell towards the Sheridan. Sadly, that one does not quite go through. The Sheridan does make it to the corner, but not without losing quite a few hit points. Now, only reason I'm not fully aggressing here is we have some wandering Andes over here. You can see that our IS-7 went down, and a couple other dudes have as well. And so I'm just a little bit nervous to fully commit into seat. There's no way I was still spotted. Oh, wait, what's our Sheridan doing? Oh, our Sheridan's doing nothing to spot. Okay, so the Sheridan pens me there, unfortunately, because he's allowed to pull forward super aggressively when realistically he shouldn't be allowed to do that. Progetto definitely spotted me there. So I'm going to pull down so I don't get nuked by TDs from above. We don't know what those 183s are up to. We do know where the E3 is. But, like, oh, man, what am I to do? Our TDs are in Narnia. Okay, one of the 183s has just fired here. Good news for me. So let's see if we can pull forward, get a headshot into his lower plate here, 450. You guys are really letting the Kron pull all the way forward, and we are dead. We are just dead. I just accept this fact. Awful team, man. What am I gonna do? I can't take the corner by myself. I can't take the... Oh, man. Why is this I-7 wandering around taking caps, and our 57 is all the way in Narnia, too? Yeah. Okay, let's take a break from the 4-2-2. I need something that's more reliable. Jump into the Patton. All right. The Patton actually is the second worst win rate, but I guarantee to you right now that this tank is going to win a lot more than the 4-2-2 just because I can play it as a hold-down tank reliably. That was just a very unfortunate scenario to be stuck in there. That's what happens when your team doesn't push into C cap, but they still want to commit halfway to C. It's like either full commit town with the IS-7 or just give up on the C fight. Because if you're sitting in your spawn, and that is the awful spawn for that map, you're gonna just die. Like, that's just what happens. You can't do anything about it. Shocky poo. Boo. You suck. I don't want to hear a shock. You don't even play the game anymore. Why do you think the Patton is so low on rune rate? I honestly don't know. Patton's great though. It's the like one of those super versatile meds that usually works really well. But also, you know, I really haven't played Blitz in a few weeks. Shop, can you really blame me for not playing as well as I usually would when I played like at least 20 games a day? Button auto-corrected TG, very big brain. Okay, so Patton, we're gonna take a little break from the 4-2-2. We'll get back into it. I mean, that's the thing you should do. If you're not vibing with the tank at the moment, just get out of it and play something else for a little while. That usually works. And so we're going to jump into the Patton here. There's the M60. There's the Sheridan. Looks like the M60 is crossing kind of towards the enemy's corner here. Let's put a quick shot towards him. Unfortunately, he does turn into me. I'm spotting pretty aggro down the mid, but immediately you will notice I do have quite a few allies here for support. The Sheridan is just sitting here, but you know, he really can't do anything. So let's put a shell into the M60. Boom, quick shell into him. I am pretty sure the enemy team isn't here. M60 does seem to be pretty isolated. So he's going to go down fairly quickly. And speaking of which, let's get down from here because this is a good early position. But the moment... Oh, come on. How does that shot miss? What's the shell velocity on this thing? The moment the enemy team push into C and B, you're in for some trouble. So don't sit down on that outside lane too long. It's a good initial spotting position, but just be aware if you kind of overcommit to sitting there, there's a very high chance you're going to get YOLO'd and your life's going to suck. So I need to think about what I want to do now. I can go into the mid, probably. The 268 shouldn't have shots on me just yet. The 215B is holding here. The Yag's back here as well. So I'm going to try and spot up. We see there's a tank on the left-hand side of the Sheridan. We're going to go haul down. We are in an M48 Patton. We should be fine going haul down here. Okay, so far no one's spotted up. Let's see. Maybe they're rotating out. Oh, it's the Chieftain Mark 6. He can sit there all he wants. Oh, my gosh. The 100 was the one that was there. Okay. I did lose a couple HP. Not the end of the world. Put a track shot into this man's. If these dudes want to YOLO into me, they sure can, but it's not going to be a very big brain decision by them. I don't have the gun elevation depression here. All right, E100. Let's wait for him to shoot. He's just fired. He's stuck in the open. Let's put a quick shot into his lower plate here. Jaeger is going down pretty quickly as well. The Sheridan is not doing so well either. Let's see. E100's giving me another shot. We'll farm him out as well. I didn't think all three heavies were just going to full send it there, but in the end, it's not the worst case situation. They're essentially committing all three heavy tanks to a single Patton, right? Because they're not dealing with the 183. They're not dealing with the crossfires. They're all just kind of big chilling over here. And that's leaving my team free to just kind of casually start clearing out both flanks. Okay, so the 100 has just fired. There's the Kron. Let's put a quick shot into the Kron here. Very nice indeed. I can probably sit around this corner here. But no. Actually, we can't sit on this corner forever because that Sheridan and Kron will probably push up with allied support. Okay. I should be safe to rotate out. The E-Water just fired. We're going to keep an eye out because we know the E-Water's on reload. We are safe to pull back. I'm going to move into a spot where I can kind of cover fire our grill to some extent. Our Chieftain, our 2-5B is doing an okay job holding for now. Okay, there we go. Our grill does unfortunately get taken out. Our E-Water's going into the middle of the map here. Here's the enemy's Kronvag. Let's put a quick shot into him and pull back. Very nice. We managed to avoid taking a shot from him at least, which is important. Let's see if the E100's there. E100 is not looking. Can't quite shoot this man's either. All right, there's the E100. He's rotating forwards. Put a track shot towards him. Boom. Very nice. E100's going to go down in a moment's time here too. Hopefully me. Let's load up a heat shell for the side of his turret. Good stuff. All right, so the Kron is now sitting in the mid. Not a bad game. Yeah, M48 Patton's just reliable. You just go haul down and you farm. That's essentially your role. You're not the fastest med in the game, so don't expect to get big brain farm by like YOLOing on flanks and stuff like that. You just find those chill, haul down med positions and have a good time slowly dealing damage to their team. Or very quickly because you do have 3,500 TPM. Let's put a shot to this dude. He lets himself get heshed and I think he just gave up on life. RIP to our mans here. Mine. Not mine. Give me a call, miss, but I'd be there. I cast what? Yeah, I had some. You guys are talking about food or something. Very interesting. All right, 2,900 damage dealt. Not the worst case situation in the world. GG to our 2-5B. He clutched up on that flank there really well. Unfortunately, we did lose that game. That team was just nuts. That team was just not it. Like, there's not much you can do when your team gives up on Seaside, man. It is truly pain. Used to be. Here's a small contribution to the better RNG and teams, Fatty. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate the donation. Let's jump into another game. All right, Patton. Patton's nice. I've always really, really liked the M48 Patton. It's actually always, even when it was awful, like we're talking 2015 days, this tank had 0 armor, by the way. Like really, it had no effective armor. I still love this tank because it's just feels nice to play. So let's look at the lineup. Enemy team, Progetto, TVP as well. They do have a Gorilla and a 4005. Their meds are faster than me. Well, not the Progetto. So I don't think I'm going to try and take med corner, but I would love to spot what's going towards C and maybe their TDs, because the Patton still has really good view range. Actually has the best view range of the tier 10 meds, if I remember correctly. So we're going to spot up just for a moment here, poke forward a little bit in case there's a tank in that bush. So far, no one's spotted, but that doesn't mean they have not come this side to this side of the map. We'll just sit here for the time being and wait to see what happens. So the TVP's here. Obviously, he wouldn't go here completely alone, I presume. So it's the Type 71. Do you have anyone to support me? Okay. If I go into C-cap, in theory, enemy team wouldn't be able to YOLO me because I have a whole lot of tanks to cover me. Also, what's with all the allies getting ammo rack today? Put a quick shell to the Patton, and we'll pull back. Okay, Progetto is pulling on in a little bit more aggressively here. That's a bit unfortunate. I really can't do a whole lot about this man's, but if this TVP gets even a little bit more aggro here, it's the end of his world. Progetto gets absolutely nuked. I did tell you, if that dude tried to poke me, all hell was breaking loose on him. And as you can see, these meds all got absolutely just annihilated for even trying to push me there. They never should have done that, but you know what? Sucks to be them. I just wish I hadn't lost so much HP over such a Pepega push. All right, TVP is about to go down. Very nice. Sadly, my driver, because I used both my repair kits there against the Progetto, my driver's going to be dead for a while. So we're going to have to take that nice passive route of things. All right, let's see. Who was in C-cap? It was an IS-4. Let's pull a shell towards him and back up in case their grill is pre-aiming for me. It looks like, there's the E4. Looks like our grill is going to get pressure on this side by Type 71. As far as support is concerned, dude really doesn't have any. So that's going to be very problematic potentially here. All right, there's the VK. I should be unspotted for now, right? But I got to run away from here. So I don't have any more allied support, sadly. So we're going to have to push out from here. Hopefully the grill doesn't hit me. We're going to have to get back from this angle just a little bit. I don't want to completely abandon this side because I have a feeling these dudes might get backtracked. But I'm just waiting for my driver to return before I can make a play. All right, so the Type 71 is pushing into the mid. E3 is getting wrecked because he got over aggressive on this flank by himself. The grill is in Narnia. E3 gets taken down. Let's see. VK and Type are both kind of wandering over on this side of the map. Okay. IS-4 is in the middle. Our 60 TP's by himself for now. So let's just casually flank these dudes. Looks like the Type's dropping down. Okay. Looks like the VK goes down. I'm in the FV. And so here's the grill. Oh no. We have a cap deficit to deal with. Well, doesn't that suck? Okay. My first plan, kill IS-4 to give us just a few more cap points here, and then we gotta YOLO in and kill someone else. We're gonna kill the IS-4, but it's game over, man. The enemy team have 880 cap with double cap points. This is why I hate Supremacy sometimes. This game would be winnable if it wasn't Supremacy, but no! My life is just a lie. Okay. We'll angle up a little bit to this dude, maybe. I don't really care if I take a shot at this point. It's probably gonna be a cap loss. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to YOLO in. You know, we would have won this, I think, potentially, if it wasn't a cap game. This is unfortunate. Well, armor profile worked pretty well. I should have gone for cap sooner, maybe. But even if I had dive bombed into B, like, that was the issue. I had to kill the IS-4 there. Right. Our 50B did 1 shot of damage. 183 did 500. Why are the 183s always bad when they're on my team? Let's just put encounter on because I'm not vibing Supremacy right now. That was like a WoT Geek. Obviously not, bro. Look at my win rates today. Trash. That is your account rate matchmaking is actually no others. Do you get wargaming clear bias? No fair. Show us other. What? I'm so confused. Almost at the 200 like mark. Let's go. 5A most go to tier 10. Dude, 5A is insane. I love the 5A. Not answering the poll because I do great in all 3 tanks. So then just put you suck at the game. That's the one I'm voting for right now. Okay. That situation. What could I do there? I capped C. I spotted the med flank. I helped my team progress the med flank. But then, you know, in that 50 seconds that my driver was dead, my whole team YOLO'd into the mid for no reason. And kind of just died there. Sadly. But we will worry about that game some other time. Let's jump into this match. We have a mouse, we have a conqueror, we have a Type 60. M48. Our team is going town, so we are definitely going to go mid. Now, if your team's going town, actually, I prefer it when my team goes town because then I can spot mid and be able to provide some very useful information. Have that cover fire. I can dive bomb into the mid later on as well. We spot the good old IS-4 going town. Let's put a quick shot into this dude. I'm gonna pull back a little bit in case their Sheridan went up top, but that does not appear to be the case. I mean, the IS-4, Type 68, these dudes are all just going down low. I mean, they're all just full sending it into C-cap. So let's get ready to put a shell into this Type 68 here. Boom, quick shell into him. Very nice. We are spotted for the time being, but oh man, this VK is looking pretty snazzy. So let's use our DPM to start farming them out. We can see the 422 is going to be a problem soon, but let's kill this VK. Very nice. And immediately turn our attention back towards our spawn. Okay. TDs probably went with the Sheridan and the 422 up top here. Ooh, what do we got here? T30 giving me a track shot, maybe. 438 max roll. Nice. And so, yeah, the TDs are over here. My allies are making a bit of a boo-boo. That boo-boo is ignoring the fact that they have heavies in town and just full committing towards this end here. Let's put another shell towards the T30. Not, unfortunately, what I wanted to happen there. My whole team is in town, and so we're going to have to make some play. We're going to have to make some bigger brain plays here. Okay. I'm going to help our allies clear town out. Really, because I don't think we have all that many options left to us. This T30 could be very problematic soon. I don't think you can shoot over this cover, though, so let's aim for the IS-4's lower plate. Boom, 350 into him there. That's really like to see him. We'll wait for the Type to start pushing behind him to distract him a little bit. But obviously, this man is being a very, very tunnel player. One of the shell to run. We do take one from the Sheridan, sadly. But we can pull around the corner, all the way to this building here. And he gets taken out. Very nice. Okay, so going into town, I think, was the play. At least to get safe, helping them clear out that IS-4, who is just a bit tunnel visioned on me there. But it's still not perfect. I mean, the Sheridan could pull up, who knows where, on the right side here. I don't know if the 422 can spot me. Probably can. Let's be careful for that. I'd love to back behind that building. Right now, I can't move. Okay, T30 has just fired. Okay, 422's pulling in. Let's pull back now. 422 shouldn't be able to spot me just yet. Cool. Okay. We are going to continue playing passively here. We have a full HP Type 68 and a healthy mouse, but none of them really want to do anything. That's the main issue that I see right now. And that Sheridan just spotted me. There's no way someone spotted me from behind, so the Sheridan is somewhere in front of me here. Okay, let's use this tractor as cover. Very nice. Getting a good shell into the Sheridan here. Pop that adrenaline, because I would love to hit his second shell into him for his mistake. Boom. Very nice. We're going to continue angling up over here. Hopefully the Type can do something, because, I mean, if this Type is paying attention, he totally could do something. But right now, I feel as if I really can't back up all too much here. Okay, Type gets nuked. I think that was the Sheridan. There's the 268. There's the 422. That T30 has to just be pre-aiming for me from mid, isn't he? Put a track shot into our man's here. Alrighty. This game is looking pretty nasty in terms of what the teammates are doing. Okay. So, we're going to make a gamble. This is just a gamble. There really is not much else I can say about it. We're going to try and kill the Sheridan. And try and get him with the surprise attack. Oh boy, that's not going to work out. The T30 spotted me up. Okay. T30's full sending it for me. Sheridan just fired. He's pulling across. Put a quick shot into him. Let's pull across ourselves. Let's try and bait the T30. We've managed to bait him. That's what we want. We have DPM over the T30 here. So I'm going to go for a bit of a ram to guarantee the one shot here. And we're going to immediately rotate around so we can use him as cover from the Sheridan. Sadly, that one doesn't go, the Sheridan does manage to pen me there. I did my best. I mean, I did my best with the team that I had. Sadly, the team that I had was not very great, though. We're going to see if we can at least farm out the 422 to some extent here. 268 manages to fluff his HE on me. Unfortunate for him. Fortunate for me. Sheridan is going to go YOLO around the corner. Let's put a quick shot into him here. Man's is starting to struggle a little bit. Put a kill shot into this dude. Keep backing up, keep backing up, keep backing up. 268 gets me. I mean, what is there else for me to do there? There's nothing. Absolutely nothing that can really... I played really well there. Like, I should not have been able to pull that off. All of the baits, clearing the T30, clearing the Sheridan, everything. 2 problems. Heavy tank player number 1. Heavy tank player number 2. I don't know what they were doing. I don't even know what our Type 68... I mean, good job to their 422 and 268. Absolutely farmed up there. But, oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. These teams are... the weekend special. I'm gone for 2 weeks, and I come back to this. I did my best. I don't think there was really much else for me to do there. Spotting mid, getting that early farm in. I couldn't push by myself back onto the Sheridan, 422, and T30. Those 3 dudes would just annihilate me towards the beginning of the game. So I decided, you know what? We'll push through into town. We'll clear town out, give my team a chance to recover in town, and just set up for the enemy's push. But that didn't happen. Really, the main issue was our 4005 and AMX30B thought it was a really good idea to send it into the enemy spawn when there were 3 tanks spotted going town. If you go bute on to 3 tanks, they are going to shoot you. And no surprise, those dudes died very quickly. That kind of made the game really tough right off the bat. And we almost recovered, but I just didn't quite have enough HP to deal with that all. So let's jump into this next match. Enemy team have a M48 Patton. They have a Progetto. They have a TVP. I think I'm going to go corner this time because I do have the turret armor in this tank. But let's be careful. The reason I'm saying let's be careful, platoon of IS-7s. IS-7s are tanks that can make your day absolutely miserable in a medium tank if they decide it's a good idea to just full set it on towards you. So, Spunky. Feels bad, man. Thank you so much for the donation, Spunky. Do appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna be a little passive. Let's wait to see what those IS-7s are up to, because that's what I'm most concerned about right now. More than anything, those IS-7s can make my day a living hell. IS-7s definitely has to be there. There's no way that shot missed, right? There had to be a tank hugging the corner behind that K91. It was a Patton, okay. Okay. But I didn't pen him. Unlucky. All right, let's put a shell to the K91 here. IS-7s are still unspotted. You know, that brings up an interesting prospect. They're spawn sniping. Wow. Did not expect that. But okay. Enemy team has no TDs, by the way. And they have a Motion who's like, yo, guys, I'm big boy. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to flank up the mid. I'm like, yes, let's do this. Let's dance to the tune of you sitting in the mid and giving me some free farm. So we're going to farm out this Motion because clearly the IS-7s are just big braining sniping in the back of the map. Let's put a quick shell towards this dude. Sadly, the gun trolled me just a wee bit there. But we will just aim this next one in nice and thoroughly. Boom, 370. We've done 1,000 damage so far. That's what we like to see. Let's aim another shell into man's lower plate. 321. Very nice. TVP's already dead. These IS-7s are... Yeah, I don't know what the IS-7s are, but they are sniping. That's what they're doing. And so we're going to push on in behind. You do have cover fire from the 183 to some extent. I'd love to see, is there any tanks left in the mid? I think it's just the K91. Let's see what the IS-7s are up to. IS-7's just big braining over here. Let's put a shell into him and back up. Boom, we are hull down, so he's going to definitely feel the pain of trying to pen a hull down M48 Patton. Another shot into our man's here. Very nice. I don't know if this dude's just like completely isolated or he's like super confused, because my man's looks mad confused. So let's just keep farming him out. I'm even going to pop the adrenaline, although he's about to get annihilated by all the clip airs. Oh boy, dude gets hammered to death. All right, so we have an M48 Patton on the enemy team pulling forward here. 370 to him. Well, the enemy team decided, you know what? I feel bad for Fatness. He's constantly having to deal with Pepega teammates. Let's give him some mercy. It's precisely what happened there. This Patton's just big chilling. All right, hatch stop. Good brain on. Spawn sniping IS-7s, Progettos blocking teammates, flanking IS-7s, you name it. The enemy team had a little bit of everything, and I finally get a fun farm fest of a game where I get to win. Yay. Let's keep farming out some damage, boys. Now let's jump to this man's here. IS-7's gonna get annihilated. This dude's about to die anyway, so 4,300 or so damage. Not too shabby. Alrighty. I would absolutely love to kill Mr. IS-7, but I think he's going to get farmed out before I can do that. Oh, big brain IS-7. Thank you. Wow. Enemy team. Kudos to them. All right, M48 Patton. What did we do? We farmed. Kind of went hard on. I'm not going to be out here saying, gosh, this was a super big brain game. I played the show well. No, the enemy team just sucked for a change, and I got to capitalize on that. So yeah, fun stuff. That's what we like to see. A little change of pace. At least we're averaging 3,800 in the M48 Patton, which honestly has been one of my most reliable damage farming tanks just across the board for the last several years. We'll take some of that shell. I feel sometimes when you see pro players on the opposite team, it is demoralizing. Possibly, but as you guys have seen multiple times throughout this stream, I play in the 30% range sometimes and have just as many bad games as everyone else. It's just, for the most part, you manage to play better. Judo said the M48 is one of the best performing medium tank vehicles. I mean, he could have said that, but You really can't argue with the stats that show the M48 Patton having the second worst tier 10 win rate for 30-day right now. So just throwing that out there. Okay, overall, I could have played a lot better in the 4-2-2. That blame rests with me. As for the M48 Patton, I think we are doing a very fine job with the M48 Patton gameplay, demonstrating just why this tank actually is really good, and how to just generally play it. I mean, the M48 Patton, out of all these tanks, I mean, you guys voted that this was the tank you struggled in the least, and I agree. It is the easiest of the bunch to play. It has the most kind of simplistic play style. It's a haul down med. You don't have to do a whole lot other than understand that basic fundamental characteristic of this tank. You go haul down, you get the enemy team a hard day. Chieftain trying to shoot at me here. Shot doesn't go through. Let's put a quick shot to this man. Skoda shooting at me. I don't know what my allies are doing. We have a whole bunch of them in town, but they are just like doing nothing. And this Skoda being a bit of a nuisance over here. So let's see if we can do anything about him. Can't quite hit that, unfortunately. Me and the Sheridan can hold here for now. I wouldn't be surprised if in the not so distant future the enemy team decide to start yellowing in. Ah, dang it. I didn't think the Skoda was just gonna full send it like that, so I wasn't paying attention. No, I'm barely missing. I've barely missed out. I should have like over 1,000 damage by now. Not quite. Okay. Well, we're going to continue sitting haul down. Sadly, 9 degrees isn't enough to really deal with the 268, although we can hatch type them. So actually, we have just enough if we angle our haul out here. 268 realizing very quickly that actually this maybe wasn't the best idea. And so I think we are going to see if we can start helping the homies out a little bit here. Oh, compounds are being quite aggro. I tried to track them. Didn't quite go as planned. But no biggie. E75, IS7, T50 in town. Looks like our E5 has kind of got himself nuked here a little bit. Let's see if I can protect him to some extent. But unfortunately, he dies. And he doesn't just die, he dies in a really annoying position. Let's put a quick shot to this Chieftain here. Very nice. Chieftain pulling up a little bit. We still got the homie in the Sheridan supporting us here. Chieftain getting farmed out as well. Let's wait for him to get distracted a little bit. Boom, another shell to him. So we're going to play Peekaboo right now. The 268, as you can see, is pre-aiming for me. So we're not going to overextend in case this dude gets any real bright ideas. We'll just let him sit there all game, all day. Let's put another shell to this dude. Very good. Real slowly. Sorry, the mic might be a bit. Oh my gosh. I went stationary for a second to adjust my mic, and it actually screwed over my game. There's no way this 268 would have just casually hit me if I wasn't adjusting my mic. Oh my gosh, I can't move here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Wee. Let's go. I think the 268 just fired. Let's go, boy. Sheridan, kill him. Boy, Sheridan. Oh no, I just misfired. I'm waiting for someone to kill this dude. You got him, WZ, I believe. Nice. All right. Not a bad game, I guess. I mean, it wasn't super productive or anything, but we got some damage out. We got 3K. We got the dub. That's the most important part. We're getting the dubs now. Let a heat shell up for him. Oh, okay. Not bad. Alrighty. Hello, Fantasy Labami. Doing any Bernie games? Maybe after. I was going to play at least 10 games in all these tanks first, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, 33,000 damage Dell. It wasn't the crazy, most interesting game. It wasn't really as much of a haul down engagement as I wanted it to be, as more of a peekaboo engagement, so farm wasn't as optimal, but we got the dub. All right, let's jump back into the 4-2-2. We'll get this tank to 10 games, and hopefully we have better luck, because, oh boy, that 20% win rate is hurting my eyes so much. Do you prefer M48 Patton over M60? You know, that is hard to say. I did prefer the M48 Patton over the M60, but possibly I think a 9.1 that might have changed because, I mean, the M60 got all the buffs the Patton did, but also it has better upper plate armor because it's an angled upper plate. It gets way better accuracy, and you see the Patton's accuracy isn't the most reliable. So I think I do rate the M60 a little bit higher now, sadly. All right, back to the 4-2-2. Let's get out of the 20% win rate ratio range. We want to at least bring up our win rate a little bit in it, and hopefully get some actual good farm games in. Because, bro, usually when I play the 4-2-2, it's like a 4,500 damage session for me over the last like year or so. So this session is big no bueno for me. We're gonna take it a little easy right off the bat. The enemy team do have a 200 LT, which I presume is what spotted me. We'll play it passive just for a second here. The 183 doesn't have any shots. They do have a VK90 and a 57 kind of wandering the other side. I think, yeah, it's 200 LT, but he's not committing. So let's get ready to start pressuring their spawn. I do have a Kampfpanzer 50T. Really good tank to have on your team if you want some support. The grill is an enemy spawn for the time being. Looks like the enemy team are pushing heavy side. I'm going to make a bit of a risk play. I actually really like this play. Very risky though. Very, 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 very risky. I will say now. But if you can push into this mid and start cross-firing these dudes out, let's pull back from the grill. Very nice. Then you stop their full momentum of their forward push. And when you can stop that push, the enemy team will quite often start falling apart because they want to focus on what's behind them, but also, you know, they're getting crossfired out and everything. And so that's precisely what we have come here to do. We're going to start distracting them from behind, but we're not going to overextend just yet because tanks like Mr. 57 Heavy, who clearly has his eyes for no one but me, didn't even bother to shoot those 3 tanks in front of him. No, my man was just sitting there staring at me, decided that death was preferable to living. All right, we're going to pick up a quick ram kill on this man's here. Quick headshot into this dude. Quick kill on him. We're going to pull forward. That was a very clean play. You hate to see it, but you love to do it. And Mr. 268 going to give me some hash farm. Dude, this is what the 422 is all about. You get to that flank, you play it right, you farm with hash. I mean, that's what we're doing this game. We are just absolutely annihilating these dudes. And this is what I'm saying. Once again, play the 422, maybe a little bit more along the lines of a... I should try and save this dude. A little bit more along the lines of a light tank, because trust me, being able to just run around, get those flanks, and just hash people for days is when you will notice the 422 in its prime. And so, T1 LT running away. Let's put a quick shot on him. He's trying to escape. He gets shot by the chieftain. E4 probably going to pick up a kill on him in a moment's time here. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Not lucky. Shot went over him. Not bad. Finally! A dub in the 4-2-2. Yay. And we got good damage out too, which only brought my average up to 3,100. It's bad, man. But the gamble play played off. Also, 57, dude. I'm just curious what our mans in the 57 was thinking. I'm like kind of shooting the 183, and I look back and I just see the 57 just dive bombing straight towards me, completely ignoring all of the tanks near him. That would have been easier for him to farm. And he just dies instantly, like, bruh. All right, that's more of the 4-2-2 gameplay I am accustomed to. Fast, mobile, hash farming simulators. That's what we want to see. Let's get more of that gameplay in here. Okay, so every team have a Progetto. They do have a Sheridan as well. 215B, which is almost a med, but really is a heavy technically. And they have a couple of big TDs, slow TDs, and a Kron and a 60 TP. 2 heavy tanks I don't want to face frontally. We're going to spot the crossing for the time being. I'm going to sit stationary so my camera's fully activated. Now, the 422 doesn't have the best view range out of the meds, so I'm not going to rely too much on my spotting ability here, but let's figure out where the heck their team is at. 215B, Progetto, Sheridan. Cool. All the information I needed. Figure out where their team is mostly, especially those fast tanks, the tanks that can counter YOLO you instantly, and then make a play. So I'm going to presume at this point, TDs still aren't spotted, but I'm still going to assume that the entirety of their team is in fact going towards the side of the map here. Okay, here's the Jaegeru. Very good indeed. Let's wait to see what Mr. Jaegeru does. One hash shot into Mr. Jaegeru, 500 damage dealt. Jaegeru is on reload. He's not reloaded, but he is on a reload right now. Let's put an AP shell into his lower plate here. Also very nice. Okay, so I don't want to necessarily get bombed by a Yag. That just wouldn't be a very fun experience, but I would love to kind of slowly whittle him down. Let's see what this man decides to do. I can't trust in my armor against the Yag, not in the slightest, but I gotta kind of try baiting him a little bit here. We do manage to hesh him. Unfortunately, he does hit my... Wow, I didn't think I was throwing that much front of my turret. Very unfortunate indeed. Track him in place just for a second here. I don't know if he's out of repair kits, but he very well could be. He will reload in just a moment's time here. Let's pull back from him. Oh, of course, I get max rolled. Bruh, I hate Jaegerus. Jaegerus are so annoying. Man's just sitting in Narnia all game. Oh my gosh. He barely hit that, by the way. He shot that shot on the move. Let's pick up a kill on this dude. And we're going to pull back, because I have a feeling I might get counter-YOLO'd if I stay here for too long. Okay, I thought the Progetto would counter-YOLO me, but he's ignoring me. Losing way too much HP to that Yag. That was just poor playing by me. Let's aim in for the back of the 60 TP's turret. We have done 2,700 damage. We pretty much fall off the Yag, so as far as gameplay goes, I have been pretty helpful to my team. At least, you know, killing their Yag and now farming out this flank here, but I don't... Gosh, the 422's gun is so atrocious now. Not really sure 100% how my team are all throwing this. Just aim for the side of this dude's turret. Boom, headshot. Very nice. Got the E3 pushing up now. This dude's also pushing forwards. Aim for the E3's back here. Headshot. We're just going to keep farming these dudes out for as long as possible. I gotta help the homies out here. Pop that adrenaline, pick up a kill. Very nice. But it's looking very over for me and being the homies, I think. Yeah. Progetto's out of the fight here. Kron's down. The Sheridan still has a lot of HP left. So that's it for me. That's my game over with. I should not have been dunked on by the Yag. Although, to be fair, even if that Yag only hit me, let's say once. Even if he only hit me once and didn't hit that second ridiculous shot. I think we still would have lost. I mean, they still have so many vehicles in this match that I would have to fight by myself, right? So I just don't think it's a possibility at this point. Even if I had 1,000 more HP, I don't think it would have made a huge difference. All right, let's aim for the 215B's upper plate here. Boom. We at least got our 4K damage out. That's all I really cared about. All right, 215B did shoot. Put another headshot towards them. Ay. Should not have maybe wasted that shot there. Let's aim back for the Sheridan here. He shoots HE. Did my best. We did do 4K. Somehow my whole team just got swept. I mean, absolutely swept on the heavy flank side. I don't know what they did. They had quite a hefty lineup of heavy tanks there, and I killed the Yag by myself, but oh well. Good game. Good game attempt. We still are bringing up our damage at least. Why isn't his camo net activating? Diag rolling more than 800. What sorcery is this? I know, dude. That Diag could have two-shot me if he had rolled like 800 on his first shell. Imagine that. Yeah. Do you prefer Patton over M60? I think I already responded to that. Let's jump into another game. My poor 4202. I need to get more dubs in this tank, man. Even if I win every game from this period on out, I think we should still be in like 50 percentile. That's not very good. Yeah. Let's see. We are going to spot up the crossing for the start of this game. Might have to start getting into slightly more sweaty gameplay mode to try and start winning a little bit more often, because right now these teams are being a big nope. Ay. Allies are such a pain sometimes. All right, there's their enemy team 121. We know where their M60. This M60's big chillin' was tracked them. Very nice. We are actually hitting our shots. What a miracle it is. Let's aim for this dude. Okay, lower plate doesn't do anything. Hit another shell to his lower plate though. Nice. Okay. Wow, they're getting absolutely hammered on this side. I think we can start getting even a little bit more aggressive here. Another shell to this dude. Very good. So I'm gonna take a slightly easier route here. In case they have like a 183 back there. I don't want to get 183. That just means your life sucks. Put an AP shell into this dude real quick. And yeah, I mean, judging by what has and has not been spotted, I would say it's pretty safe to assume their 183 is overlooking this med flank. So it's not overextend just yet. Okay, there's the 183 as anticipated. 121B, not giving me any new shots for the moment. We know where the 183 is at least. Let's see if we can start doing something about Mr. Kampfpanzer here without getting bopped by the 183. One has shell to his side. Just pull back a little bit here. Angle up to the 121B. Very nice. I'm not going to pull forward because once again the 183, although if we can maybe kill him with a high roll headshot here. Not quite. Oh, we're getting ricochets for days. Let's go. This is the troll armor profile of the 422 you want to see. All right. Headshot. Oh, just hitting his turret ring there. 183 is, however, at least a one shot. Mr. 121B, not looking so healthy. Very nice. Let's pick up a quick kill shot on the Mr. 183 here, maybe. Nice, he goes down. All right, so this game's over. That was fast. The enemy team was big, not good at game. These games aren't even really that close. One side gets swept or the other side gets swept. That is just the way of WoT Blitz. No, you had to track him to face me. I could have heshed him if you hadn't done that. And now you died as a result. 1-2-1. You done did yourself dirty. Not only did you kill yourself, but you ruined my farm at the same time. Okay. I don't really care so much if this Yag hits me. I'd rather just get some farm out. The typical Yag pads are your 100 experience. Just sitting there and missing your shots, bro. Feels bad. Give me that 550 max roll. No. Nice! We got a 4K out. You get the 422 in the farming simulator and it's great. It's just hard to get it there sometimes. Alrighty, 3,400 average. Okay, we're almost at my bare minimum that I require of tier 10. Although, you know, the 422 is one of the first tier 10s I got way back in the day. I do have a 73% career win rate in it, though. Fatness, howdy, thanks for the very pog streams. Master Blast, good to see you. 422 gun not behaving. Yeah, it's noticeable. That's probably the only reason why I prefer the old 422 over the new one. Because as I was stating earlier on in the stream, old 4202 had a really snappy gun. Yes, its turret armor was abysmal, but it snapshotted for days, right? And so you played it, especially once it started going 60 kilometers an hour, you played it like a very kind of light tank Hesh farmer. But it can't do that anymore for obvious reasons. It can't do that anymore. Let's put a headshot into this. Get scammed. Hitting his gun. Yeah, this gun really ain't it, Chief. This gun really ain't it. So I'm going to. I'm worried about tanks pulling into that corner. It happens way more often than you would expect. Pull down for a second here. Okay. There's that cron as expected. They did send a tank here. Let a headshot to the side of his turret. Very nice. That's 440 into this. Oh! Goodness. Mr. Leopard 1 having a not-so-poggers day, to say the least. Holy smokes, that dude had a really bad day. I just gotta spam hash that dude's turret because I can't pen. Good news is they don't have any TDs, and Mr. Concept 1B here getting super aggro. Let's put a quick shot at him. I should be safe, even from the Concept here, and even from this cron. I mean, if this cron sits there all day, he's gonna get farmed out. You can't do that. You can't do that, buddy. I don't even have to worry about this dude. I can just focus on the Concept here. Oh my gosh, Mr. Sheridan's full sending it. And Mr. Sheridan's getting nuked. Yo, are you proud of yourself, son? Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself, son? He might out-reload me here. Come on, die. Okay, I'm probably dead to this Concept here. But I can't really back up because of the cron. I did my best. I was good bait there. I think we did an okay job, all in all considered. Kind of sucks the 183 dipped instead of helping me against the Sheridan and the Concept. My team theoretically should get the dub here, I believe, if our VK helps out. But we all know this VK is the dude that likes to sit back and snipe whole game and really doesn't do much. So we'll see how he actually performs. He does hit a shot at least. And we'll hope these dudes can survive. Let's jump back into the Patton for now. That was just one of those situations where you do go med side because you kind of want to win it. One thing I've experienced after playing Yamato enough times is that giving up med side in Yamato is most of the time a loss. Like, you can't full commit your team to the ship and expect to win very often because you just get surrounded. So, you know, I tried my best to help our Sheridan out on that flank, knowing we had 2 TDs to cover us. I mean, the Sheridan suicided to do 1 shot of damage, so in that aspect, considering I was already pretty low on HP, that is a win for my team. But I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if I wanted to play passive damage farmer, once again, I would not have gone there per se. I would have been more passive and taken it a little more easily. So let's jump into the Patton 4 game. We're on Minesman. Out of all of the tier 10 meds I could have gotten this map, I'm happy it is the Patton at least versus like the Leon 4 tier 2. Enemy team not spotted. Luckily, Patton with its great view range allows me to spot the 268 there, get a nice early shell into him. Looks like the entirety of the enemy team is not here, however. Very interesting. I don't think I've actually seen a game on Mines where the entirety of the enemy team commits to this side of the map instead of med side. How bizarre is that? It's aiming for the Hori. Nice quick shell into him there. Very good stuff. But, okay, thank you very much for the donation, Spunky. See, now I have to get the damage farm out in the 4 tier 2. I mean, the 4 tier 2 is an easy AK damage farm tank in the right situation. Probably the easiest out of all the tier 10 meds when it comes to damage farming. Alrighty. Bop. Don't worry, 4005. I got you, fam. So, this game's interesting. No one wants to move, by the way. We all just big chilling back here, which is kind of cute. I do have view range over these fools, but I don't know if it's enough to really be relevant. Let's see if we can spot anyone up from here. First, let's make sure we won't get spotted from the left by the 57 and the likes of him. Okay. Let's see if we can spot the 268. I don't think I have the view range to spot up the 268 from here, and I do get spotted, which is why I'm glad it early poked, but wow, it's the Yag that spots me. Amazing. That's where the 268 is? Bruh. What's with these TDs playing so bizarre today? Alright, 268, just give up all that map control, buddy. Sure thing. I don't have to do much. I'm just gonna wait for my camera to reset, and I'm gonna rotate back to the safe side of the hill. Okay, well that kind of sucked. I thought I was big braining with the spot. Of course the 268 hits, like, if he'd hit a millimeter to the left, he would have ricocheted off the mantlet, but so is my luck. You know, not a whole lot for me to do here. The enemy team's just going to casually throw because they have no map control. I guess I go for a little bit of a flanking expedition. I don't know what's up with these teams, man. They're making such ridiculous plays right now. Why on earth would you full send your team to town? You have no map control. Like, you lose hill, they're soon going to lose their own spawn. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to casually pull through this way and see if I can start taking care of the Hori and stuff. Interesting. So the Hori is over here. How bizarre. Now, the Hori could have help from the Jaegeru soon. You'll want to keep an eye out for that. Oh, but we managed to bait the Hori. Let's put a quick kill shot towards him. I do have him on reload. Let's not overpoke. Very nice. 4005 came in for support there. Alright, so the Hori had the same idea as me. Let's get him spotted for now. 268's not rotating back. We know the Yag's probably back here, so I'm going to act like I'm pulling back. We're going to sit here for a moment, and then we're going to pull forward. So the Yag is still back there somewhere. I'm not farming. I guess I'm just spotting for the team this game. Feels bad, man, but it could be much worse. Let's see. Once I get into the enemy spawn, I might have some opportunities to farm, but it really does depend on where that Yag is located. Oh, yes, we will possibly have some farm opportunities here. Let's see. The Yag's not in a position to spot me just yet. 57 giving me a shot here. Gun trolls me, sadly. I think that's the Yag on my right. Just be careful not to get killed by this dude. Yag is full sending it for me, I think. But I mean, what's he gonna do? He can sit there all game, but he won't be able to do much else besides that. .57's safe for now. I guess here's where we sit and wait. The safer position for me to sit, I think, would be here. We're gonna sit this way. That way, if I spot him on either side coming for me, I can turn and run instantly. That's gonna be my goal. The Yag probably expects me to poke through here, but we don't know 100%. I'll proxy him if he comes this way. So I'm gonna rotate out and just rotate slightly this way so I can immediately run if he gets spotted on my left. And we'll just wait. My heavies are doing okay for now. If the 183 does his job, nice work, guys. But for now, the most important thing that can happen is me not dying. Because they should be able to deal with the 183. I mean, the 60 TP. As long as the 183 doesn't kill, or I mean, the 60 TP doesn't kill the E5. As for me, though, not a whole lot I can do at the moment. Kind of interesting that the Yag rotated back, even though I was never spotted over here. Don't you say? That's just a little bit interesting. Nice. Well, this was the most boring game possible. This is definitely the most boring game possible, wasn't it? Not a whole lot for me to do. I just have to sit back and wait. Regardless, this is the safest position for me. Interesting. Activated speed boost? So I must have spotted the back of his hull when he was turned. Is he coming from above? I don't think he's even coming for me. Nice, he got himself 183'd. Unlucky, bro.
Enemy is hit.
Yeah, just sit there and broadside everyone. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. He could just turn back and keep backing up. Look at him. He's trying to bait me out. It's adorbs. Yeah, just keep shooting there all day, buddy. Nope. You thought L in the chat. yeah, good waste of your time, bro. Good waste of your time. Instead of rotating back to the corner where he could get both of us in front of him, dude just sat there staring at me and let himself get farmed out. What an awful game. Good job, 183. You farmed out like a Chad. Gosh, I gotta play another one to Patton. What? You guys still lost in the 4-2-2 game? That's a joke, right? Ay, man. I don't know how our team still managed to throw that game. I understand our Sheridan kind of getting YOLO'd there. 183. I mean, they're 2 tier 10 light meds. Did 0 damage. Ay. We can't leave it on that, boys. We gotta get some better games in the Patton. Guys, I see HisRoyalFatness. It's on 34. This seems enjoyable. That was like the most fascinating gameplay possible. What are you talking about? Also, Bobby. Come on. Okay, well, I'm in queue. Bobby. We have to show Bobby. Where? Okay, Bobby. Bobby, reveal yourself. Bobby is adorable, isn't she? She's flicking her tail because she's annoyed at me. She's like, human, you're being too noisy. Sorry. Okay. What a slub. At least you won. Yeah, at least we won. Okay, let's think about this. We're jumping to the Pound again because that game was just so bad. I don't even want to remember that game. That was the epitome of just awfulness. Enemy team have a T-22 double Sheridans in a platoon and a 140. That platoon of Sheridans could be very nasty to deal with if they start double tapping us together. So I might want to be a little careful not to get over carried away pushing it on the side, especially as they'll probably target either me or the other Sheridan, because we're the easiest tanks for them to pen reliably. The 121 actually is pretty troll. I don't expect them to super commit to him. All right, so T-22 has just fired. Let's put a quick shot to Sheridan number 1. Pop that adrenaline. We're going to angle back just a little bit here. Sheridan number 2 is looking my direction. Pop a quick shell towards him. Not the best gun handling, but I'm not super worried about getting YOLO'd just yet, because we actually still do have a decent amount of allied support. And so, yeah, Type 71, Chad 71, as I like to say, is just coming in to be big brain on these dudes. I'm going to put a quick shell into this man's here. I'm not worried about the T-22 shooting me. I do, however, want to at all costs farm out these Sheridans as quickly as possible. They're the ones I'm more concerned about because they have the gun depression, they have the nuking power. The T-22 doesn't have the gun depression or the nuking power, right? He just has raw DPM, which isn't going to be nearly enough. Let's demonstrate to you the beauty of the Object 140's new turret armor. As you can see, it has a simply wonderful turret. Sheridan just fired. One other shell towards him. Very nice. See, this is what the Patton is meant for. Haul down 1v1s like this. This is what the tank is simply superb at. Now, we're going to pull back a little bit because that Yo is going to be a bit problematic. But if I can keep farming out this T-22, pull back from the Yo once again, we bounce another shell. Very nice. And we'll just keep holding for the time being. Yo's getting a little bit aggressive here. Let's put a shell towards him. Sadly, that one goes to Narnia. Sheridans are still kind of, I don't know, waiting for me. Not sure who they're waiting for. But let's put a quick shell into this dude. Very nice. Type's a little low, but the Type did his job. As a Type 71, he was an excellent YOLO wagon vehicle. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Sheridan is taken down. Perfect. This was just a very, very chill haul down M48 Patton game. This is what happens when you get the opportunity to use your DPM as a haul down medium tank in the M48 Patton. You'll farm up damage so quickly, which is exactly what happened this game. Let's load up a huge shell for this dude. Simply superb shooting by me. Now I don't want to get dunked on by a Yag again because it's happened too many times already, so let's try not to get dunked on by the Yag that I know is probably sitting back there. Oh, he's not sitting back there, he's sitting back there. Interesting. Well, I don't mind getting dunked on by an E4 so much. Just put a quick shot into him. We'll angle for a haul just a little bit here. You managed to take the shell from him, but it's not a lot of damage. Just put a quick shot to the E4's turret cheeks without poking the Yag. 4,500 damage dealt so far. Jaegeru is just big chillin'. Let's hope he doesn't high roll me. Bop, quick shot to our man's here. Man's is just like big chillin'. He just fired as well. Put another shell towards him. He's dead. Nice! The glory of a proper hold down fight! The glory of a proper hold down fight. Oh, it's so much better. That's much more the Patton gameplay that I like to see. Yes. Yes, that's so much better. That's what the Patton's good at. Also, kudos to the Rat 71. Dude's full sent it, and dude's had no chill. He was like, nah, fam, I got this. I'm full sending it. And he just YOLO'd in. What an absolute legend. Bobby's greater than Fatness, just send Fatness. Yeah, that's why obviously my stats suck today, as you can see. Actually, to be fair, I'm averaging over 70% in both the Leo and M48. It's the 422 that's a problem, guys. There's a little bit of a problem. I thought it was in Q. Very nice. Привет. Bobby. What to do when you are the only med on desert sands and then we have 2 higher tier meds and your heavies don't support you along with your TDs and help heavies? You gotta help your heavies out, man. Go with your heavies, play passively in town, I suppose. Or hold back a little bit in your spawn in the town side. You really are kind of doomed in that situation to relying purely on what your heavies do. Up the Carol comes out next Friday. I hope so too. Although it could be the Caliban. I saw there was like a Chinese trailer on the Chinese server for it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Caliban came soon either. We will see. I would like both actually. They're both pretty interesting vehicles if I say so myself. Alright, so we got a nice early shot into Meteor 113 here. We're just going to keep kind of doing our thing. Let's spot up a little bit without keeping my turret super stationary. We don't know if they have TDs back there. That'll be my primary concern. Let's put a quick shot to this 113 side. I do have a little bit of allied support, but let's pull back from the Hori. You can see he's pulling back to try and shoot at me here. We should be all down. Let's pull a quick shot to him and pull back. Very nice. Loading up the heat there. Sadly, our chieftain does get taken down already. Mr. 113 thinks it's a good idea to overextend when there's unspotted 183 and he gets nuked. Very nice. We're going to keep farming out Mr. Hori here. Dude's this big chillin'. What a legend. There's the Foch as well. Foch is just chilling in Narnia. Let's see. Can't quite shoot the Foch, but I'm sure he's going to pull over soon. Let's just pre-aim for him in case that happens. And there's also a Vickers in our spawn. Interesting. Let's put a quick shot to him. All right. And now we are getting kind of semi-YOLO'd here, and I think I know the plan. We gotta push the Kron. We cannot just sit back here all game doing nothing. All right, for this dude to shoot once. I'll put a quick shot onto the Tron's tracks. Tron's fired twice. This dude's fired again. He fired 3 times. He's on a reload. One other shell to the Kron's tracks here. 113's rotating back to kill me, but killing the Kron is more important than taking a shot from this 113. Pick up a kill on him. We'll pull back from the 113. Very nice. This object's about to reload, so me and the object can keep just working together here. Put another shell to this man. It's good work, my man. We are doing really good work together here. Come on, you get the kill. Good stuff. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping to see. Awesome. 50B appears to be clipping out. Let's put a quick shot to the 60 TP, and then let's counter push this 50B. So 50B has a 26-second reload. It's going to be my time for farm. But 1 HE into his rear here. 50B can't really rotate back without getting heshed, which is exactly what happens. Another hesh into him. Very nice. See, we're making some good plays here in the Patton about target prioritization. The moment I saw their team was heavily split and there was a chance of us getting kind of counter-yellowed, I went for that push immediately. What a glorious shot. I went for that push immediately on their Kronwagen because I realized, okay, the 50B is an A, right? The Kronwagen's kind of by himself because these days we're busy trying to farm our E100 and TDs out. And so that left me the opportunity to really take advantage of that. And so we were able to get some nice farm over here, pulling out 5,000 damage or so. Let's put a track shot onto this man's as well. Might take a shot, but at this point, the game's already over. You know what? Let's be a filthy damage farmer while we're at it. Put a shot onto this Vickers. Very nice. And so that is a very solid game. That's what we like to see. We're actually getting some better games. I feel so much better at this game. Finally, 6,000 damage. Woot woot. Took me long enough, didn't it? Only took me like, I don't know, 27 games. 6,000 damage, our ace. Let's go. Great stuff. Once again, hold on Patton. Doing its thing. 3,900 average now. 78% win rate. Let's go. I feel like I actually know how to play the Patton. Let's play that 10th game. Then we'll do our best to see if we can redeem our 4-2-2 stats, because that's just super sad. Fatness finally reached the 3k average damage point, and now I'm averaging 3.3k. Hey, hi, Fatness. Finally. Oh, you're talking about yourself. That's not great. Great. Glad to hear that. That's very good. If you're pulling 3k, you're doing a lot of work for your team, generally speaking. Okay, gotcha, Fatness. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Oh, platoon of V50Ms. Not fun. AMX30B as well. It's me and 2 tier 9 meds versus 3 tier 10 meds. Wargaming. Hello, matchmaker. You could have at least given me the 30B. Their team is really dominant in the med force here. Let's put a quick shell into this E50M. Now, support-wise, we got a 183 coming with. It's going to be really hard for me to do a whole lot here. Hold on E50Ms. I'm running Rammer. I don't have the pen to deal with them. Good news is, though, we know the 50B is kind of just wandering on the other side. So that's cool. Hey, Spunky! Thank you for the donation. Now I really want that 8K. All right. Ooh. Kampfpanzer. Let's aim a shell to him. Boom. 357. Very nice. Getting those early spots up and a little bit of extra damage farm on the heavies is always a plus. Get another shell into this dude. 395. You can see why I like the Patton, though. Its versatility is really what makes it just such a lovable tank. It has a little bit of everything that you would want in a med. And I just can't comprehend why people are averaging such low win rates in this vehicle. It just seems so overall decent to have a like 47 something percent 30-day win rate. Just bruh. All right, E50M1 got nuked. Sadly, that shot went to Narnia, but it does appear, here's the Fashipu. Fashipu's somewhere up there. It does appear that the meds on the enemy team are getting absolutely wrecked here, which is perfect for me. So I'm going to start pressuring it on this side. Oh, man. Get annihilated. AMX30B probably making a break for it, I would assume. The only logical play for him left. There is still a Yo over here. Let's put a quick shot towards the back of his turret. Shot goes to Narnia. Hello, 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 30B. 1 HE into the 30B here. Okay, sure. I mean, if you're lagging, that's perfectly understandable. Have a very laggy day, my dude. He's dead. Oi, 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 oi. Nice. Give me another shot. Very good. All right, well, it's a race against time to farm damage. The Fashipu is almost dead. Kampfpanzer is my only hope. My only hope to get above 3k this game. Let's go. Kampfpanzer not doing so well, is he? Oh, he's about to get 57'd on. He's about to get Gamer Warlord dunked on. Let's just kill this dude. We hope we can hit a couple shots into the Kampfpanzer while we're at it. At least one shot. Give me one shot, buddy. Yes! Nice. We got our damage out. Only 3,400, but considering the sweetness of this game, I'll take that. Nice little dub. Love it. Hi, Fannis. Hello, Fannis, and the people in the chat. Which is the worst tank in tier 10? Completely subjective opinion. I will let you guys decide that. Did we get to 80%? Let's go. 3,900 average roughly, and 80% for the Patton. Much better. Patton. Pulling through. I don't think I really need to explain too much about the Patton's gameplay. It comes pretty naturally, as you guys can see. Just play it as a hull down med, really. Just go anywhere that's hull down where you can fight other meds, or heck, in some exceptions, even heavies. But don't commit too much to those heavy brawls, because heavy tanks will dunk on you. That's true. Thanks with your streams. Why don't you make any videos, though? Asdog, I've just been very busy with my semester. Been quite packed. Had exams for like the last 2 weeks, and I was studying and taking and stuff. So I don't really have enough time to play Blitz, let alone make videos. So for me, my time to play Blitz and make content for you guys is when I'm able to stream on the weekends, which is why I'm only streaming like once every week or every 2 weeks in some exception. I will try and at least get a few more streams out though. I don't want it to be bi-weekly. I want it to be every week. As what is the most tank you play it out the stream? Would you be able to re-clarify that, Vanessa? What is the most games I played on a stream? I don't know. Probably like, I don't know if it's the most games, the most tanks I played out. I don't, yeah. I'll need some clarification before I can answer that. Anyways, enemy team have a whole lot of tanks headed this way. We're in the 4-2-2. The enemy team have 4 medium/light tanks. So that's a pretty big red flag for me that this spawn is not very spicy. So I'm going to actually go with our heavies here to some extent. Okay, so the Vickers is just chilling in Narnia. That's fine. The Vickers is big chilling in the middle of the map here. He won't really be able to do much to me, although... Oop, get hash, buddy. Nah, you're so lucky, mate. Okay, Leo's poking me as well. I mean, I guess these dudes, if they just want to sit there and poke me, that's cool. I don't think the Leo's going to. I'm going to sit back for the time being. It looks like my team should be able to take control of their spawn soon. But I'd love to be able to get some kind of farm from back here on the pan, if possible. Let's see if we get spotted. Okay, there's the Yag. That's the one I was most worried about. Here's the Chief. Let's put a headshot towards him. Once again, the 422's gun just not snappy at all anymore. And, wow, our med side is getting wrecked. Okay, that's a yikes. We got to kill this Yag ASAP. I think he's by himself. The only support you could have is the Vickers Light. Yag just fired. He has about a 12-second or so reload. And I'm going to have to help my allies kill him as quickly as possible. So we're going to start flanking Mr. Jaeger here. I know there's still a Vickers in the enemy spawn that we'll have to deal with soon. But for now, my priority is going to be killing this Yag so my allies can do something over here. So let's put another headshot to the back of the Yag. We can bring him down to a one-shot. Nice. We're going to push back into the enemy spawn and start dealing with the Vickers here to kill the Yag. All right, very good. So we lost the med side very, very thoroughly there. Unfortunately, our meds could not hold against that push of enemy heavy tanks, which is why I'm glad I didn't fully commit there. But at the same time, this M48 Patton be big braining at the same time. Dude's just full sending it on me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull back a little bit. We're going to use this mouse as slight bait here. Okay, the mouse is being perfect bait. Is what I want to see. Mouse fires a shell into him. Mouse, please stop driving forward. I can't track him when he's like that, but unfortunately that's not the case. Let's pull away from the Patton here. Patton is just like a tunneling piggy. So we'll just push him up a little bit here. Let's track him so he stays in place. Can't quite shoot at me just yet. Mouse, you're pushing him right into my turret. Okay, whatever. Let's hash his side, maybe. Bit of a low roll. Gotta get safe from the chieftain. Mousy poo, don't let me die here, buddy. There we go. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that was a stressful brawl. I didn't think the Patton was just gonna straight up YOLO me like that. It was kind of cute, but also we kind of died for it, so missed my opportunity to shoot that dude. Okay, chieftain, Vickers, they're all coming back for me. Gotta get out of here as quickly as possible before your boy dies. So, me and the mouse are all that's left in this battle, huh? Oh, that's it. It's game over. Not a whole lot for me to do. Man, I just cannot win in my poor 4-2-2. No matter what I do. Oh my gosh, of course. I didn't have the gun depression to shoot him there fast enough. Yeah. So our E100 sat in spawn. Mouse did okay. I don't know how the 5A died. We had to take the enemy spawn in return. Oh man, this poor 4-2-2. Just can't get any good luck in it. I mean, the enemy team has an insanely good medium lineup versus what we had, which was 3 meds and, well, 2 meds and a light. And we get like all these slow German super heavies, which are doing like 2 shots apiece and dying. Not fun. Ay. I think at this point, we just give up the 422 as a lost cause. Asdog, have a good night. Thanks for dropping by today's stream.
Move out.
You always go that way, bro. Yeah. I tried my best to get my team the dub there. It just... I mean, I don't know what you can really do. I had to push him to kill the Yag because all three of the heavies were refusing to push the Yag, even though he was by himself for like a solid minute there. So I ended up having to take farm from the Vickers, clear out the Vickers, and then like by the time I was finished with that, our team had already just lost the game. But a quick shot towards the C50M. So, enemy team, once again, double E50M is playing a little passively today, I see. As for support, don't really have a whole lot. So that's making me nervous. They have an AMX-50B spotted over here. Our AMX-50B is just sniping from behind, I suppose. And we're going to have to play the passive game for now, because there's not really a whole lot else for me to do. There's the E50M. Good to know. 268 has already been nuked, but obviously me and a Leo PTA cannot quite make a pressure here by ourselves. And of course, they still have a Waffenträger and a 183 unspotted. We gotta at least leave the 422 off on a dub. I can't leave it on a loss. That's just unacceptable. Okay. Let's see. M103 not really giving me any shots here. Our 50B is going to create a great diversion soon, so I'm going to get ready to take advantage of that diversion. Mans is about to full send it. Here's going to be a great opportunity to take advantage of that. So let's put a quick shot to the C50M here. Good stuff for me. And the 50B is... I mean, the wrong D50M, apparently. Let's put a quick shot to this dude. 340 with Hesh. You hate to see it, but it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. Oh my gosh. The TDs are coming in to help. So, Waffenträger is over here as expected. But the Chad Leo PTA came in for support. Oh! Get Amarak for 700 HP. That's where you love to see that, Hesh. So, I lost a few hit points, mostly because, as predicted, they had a bunch of TDs. This Pepega sitting back there. I thought the 50B would get nuked by the TDs, but apparently he was hiding perfectly, so the TDs wouldn't hit him. Good play by him if that's the case. Alrighty. 50B on the enemy team gets taken down. M103 is rotating back. Doesn't have a whole lot of HP. Just put an AP shell towards his turret there. Good stuff. Pull back in case that waffle spots me. I don't think he can, though. Alrighty. There could be a 183 over here as well. Who knows? You never know. Alright, let's put another Hesh shell in. Boom. Ah, yes. Getting that good old Hesh farm in. Waffenträger has just fired his gun off. And let's put a quick Hesh shell towards the top of his tank here. Sadly getting a little bit trolled, but ooh. He's spotted in the open, and he's scared to put forward or backwards all the way. Let's put another Hesh shell. Oh my gosh, dude. When did the, like, seriously, when did the 422's gun become this unreliable? There we go. 3k damage out. I guess overall, not a shabby game. We got 3k damage at least, but it was an absolute sweep. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, 422. I'm gonna have to revisit this tank in a dedicated stream sometime. I did this tank zero justice today. I wouldn't say the tank is 30% win rate bad. I just had a very bad streak of games in it. I mean, I have 80% of the Patton, 70% of the Leo. Bruh, that middle streak of the 422 is very big sad, but hopefully it'll get better with due time. I think, well, technically speaking, if we expand our knowledge, I got 10 games in each, and hopefully the information I provided about all these three vehicles in particular, 422 I want to revisit. I'm not happy with my performance in it today. 422, Leopard, and Patton. Leopard and Patton were both okay, I suppose. Hopefully there was some helpful tips of information in there. What you should at least be thinking. Doesn't mean I executed all of the plays properly, especially the 422. I feel like I made a few misplays for 422 and Leo that shouldn't have made in retrospect. Patton, I think, for the most part, played pretty well during the stream. But if you do take what I've been saying, especially towards the start when I was initially talking about the playstyle of the vehicles and consider a lot of that stuff, hopefully it'll be easier to play. I don't know. That's the intention. Also, by the way, the 183 is like the 5th worst win rate vehicle, so I have to give it a spin on principle. Okay, guys, we're just gonna keep going through because I don't want to end it just yet. Good night, Ryan. Good night. Does anyone know any singer is at risk of being drafted? No clue, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure there's always a risk. All right. So, guys, let's have some fun. Now that we've finished playing the 3 worst win rate vehicles in Tier 10, let's jump into some more worst win rate vehicles in Tier 10. I think we're going to take the 183 for a spin. And let's see. You know what? I remember pulling 10,000 damage in the 183 on this map. Glorious days. Replay still on the channel, by the way. That was before the 183 got buffed. Or adjusted. Good old days of the 183 when I was actually sniping in it. Anyways, we're going to go We're gonna go nuke some people. It is principle. This is what we must do. And also, technically, this is still a bad win rate tank, so I'm not breaking the theme of today's stream. Okay. What? Who did I spot? T30? No way. Wow. Yo, what's our scent doing? Yo, our scent is an insane Chad. Look at this gamer. Oh, yo, this E100's about to get gamed on, though. Yep. Ooh! What a satisfying sound. The sound of death. The sound of pain and suffering. Ah, I do enjoy that sound. Okay, but that aside, this dude's gonna go down soon, so I'm going to ignore him for now. Two shots at me. I need to help my team clear out the Patton. Let's show this Patton who's the oh, wait, you know what? I'm racked. I swear I switched to AP before I fired. Oh well. Could be worse. I know they do have another tank coming this way, so I'm gonna keep backing up just a little bit. I'm gonna cover this in mill 2 for the time being.
Hello, rack hit.
Okay. It's not the worst case scenario in the world, to be honest. I still have support of this Jaegeru, so I don't have to worry too much about just straight up getting guilded. Ooh-wee, someone's pulling on up. Does someone want to die? Alright, watch me hat shot this Patton. Oh my! Yes! Yes! Enjoy pain and suffering at the hands of the mighty 183. Oh baby. Oh baby, stay right there, buddy. No! What? That's an easy one shot right there. I got scammed. Also, 54, you really can't push me. There's a Yag right behind me, buddy. I mean, you can try all you want, but there's quite literally just a Yag right behind me, buddy.
We lost a track. We're stuck here. Track hit.
Okay. I accept that you're gonna die. Ah. I love this tank. If only I had maxed with 1625 and 875, would have pulled 5k damage out like first run. Or almost 6k probably. It's a bit unfortunate, but hey, not the end of the world. Alright, no scope because we're a boss. Oh, auto aim tracked onto the tank. We are not a boss. We just threw the game. Easy claps. Absolutely trashed on. I know, dude. This is the 183 in a nutshell. It either goes perfect or it goes awful. There is no in between. You have a good day or you have a bad day. This was overall a good game. The only thing that didn't go so well was when I accidentally shot Hesh at the side of the 54, when I missed my Hesh on the 75. Yo, Fast, always nice seeing you on. Hey, thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Let's just that 300 like mark while we're at it, guys. Disgusting hat shot. I know. That Pat had a really, really bad day. GG263. Yo, we gotta take the 183 for another spin. I love the 183 so much. Also, burning games this year, but we'll avoid it for now. You know, let's demonstrate the power of 183. Screw the Leopard, screw the M48 Patton and 4-tier 2. The 183 obviously is the best tier 10 tank in the game. 183 actually sounds like a hammer now. Yes, and did you hear? I think Wargaming is working on improving the current gun sounds even further, and there's a sample on their official Discord server. By the way, you should join my Discord server if you haven't. I talk there fairly frequently, and pretty chill place just to hang out outside of YouTube. Shout out to Discord server, link in the description. But yeah. Wargaming released some sound audio clips of the 1.8 of like just how the new guns are going to sound potentially that they're working on, and trust me, it sounds so much better than what it is right now. Like right now it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think once those new, if they implement those new gun sounds they're thinking of working on or doing, I think it's going to be crazy how well the vehicles will sound to thy ears. Okay, back to the 183. Let's go. This is my ticket to get 8k damage. Okay guys, this is it. Frontline 183. Because we are broken. Okay, here's the thing. Frontline 183 is the only way I really do play the 183. Front second line, like, I'm not really into playing passively. It is high risk, high reward. Potential high reward, potential high risk. High risk right now is this Kron just dunking on me all day. So we're gonna back up from that just a little bit. However, Kron's a wee bit distracted here. Kron might not be fully paying attention to what's going down. Kron might be like, yo fam, I'm big chilling. I'm like, no fam, take 1239 to the face. I pre-aimed at his front drive wheel because I knew the moment he fired, he'd be backing down. So by the time I shot that shell, it would be perfectly aimed in to hit his lower plate, which is why we were able to hit his lower plate perfectly there. Just a little helpful tip on pre-aiming. It's really important if you want to overall get those headshots in and stuff, big brain stuff, you know how it is. Alrighty. Well, not really worth it, but let's pick up a kill on this dude anyways. Kron does fire at me once, but I am free to back down into safety. Let's go. All right, AMX 5120 just chilling over here by himself. Looks like Mr. Kron big chilling over here, but Type 71 also about to kind of create some issues on this flank. So let's back up a little bit from here. He fails that kill shot. That's actually really important for me, because now this Type 71 is going to have to overextend a little bit if he wants to kill our mans over here. So, I mean, the waffle can provide some cover fire. Honestly, the best play for me right now would probably be just ditching this flank, but you know what? I'm a bit of a lazy bum, so I'm not going to. Let's wait to see if this Yak gives me a shot at all. Oh, yes. Oh! Another shot into him. 3,000 damage dealt. Very good. We've done 3 shots, 3K. You hate to see it. We have our max roll loaded up. Oh, man. You know what? I hate Rat 71 so much. I want a max roll one with Hesh, just for the memes and the lulz. Oh, the Kron, though. The Kron's going to prevent me from doing that. Oh, wait. Kron, you gonna pull forward a little more, buddy? Nah, he's going to back up, isn't he? Okay. So my team ain't doing too well in terms of map control. It's not the end of the world, however. Okay, Type 71's over here. Sadly, our A5 just threw his tank away for no reason. I'm gonna have to keep backing up because I know this Jaeger's coming in from the side, and I don't want to use this house as a bit of cover if possible. Type 71's gonna try shooting at me. I'll accept that. Just take the shot and keep backing up into safety. Good. Okay. So we should be safe from the Type 71, the Tortoise. The Yag obviously is on my left. We're gonna wait for the Yag. I might be better off just using my max roll to kill this Yag. Or I could just low roll him, because my life sucks. Come on, allies, help homie out over here. Or not, or just don't. Or just don't. That's cool as well. Okay, I don't want to kill myself with Hash. So let's kill this dude and keep backing up. Nice. I had adrenaline activated, which is why I out-reloaded him there. I did an okay job so far. I kind of wish the 57 or Sheridan had actually helped me instead of just suiciding by themselves on the flank, but whatever. Okay. This game is looking not so good for me and the allies, dude. Last time he goes down. It's all over. We done did our best, boys, ladies and gentlemen. We done did our best. It's all over. Oh, I wanted Hesh's lower plate. 57 at Sheridan. You gotta be kidding me. These two dudes just suicided into the middle. Instead of coming back to help me kill the Yag, I was clearly pushing in. Dude, if they just paused and encounter cap and killed the Yag and I hadn't taken the shot, we would have easily won that game. Because I could have just pushed in and supported them. But, oh my gosh, 57 and Sheridan. Hardcore throwing. We still did 4K though. It's still a fun game. Chad, big brain fatness. Oh, Bobby's lying in my headphones. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, we could have won that so easily. I'm a little mad. The game had a lot of potential to it, but I don't know why the 57 and the Sheridan YOLO'd into the mid when all they had to do was just pull back and stay hold on the mid ridge. We have that whole middle ridge. Why would you put yourself in the encounter cap where you are basically in a ditch surrounded by a mound where the enemy team can shoot down on you? It makes 0 sense. But so does their gameplay. Okay. That was 8K potential. Maybe not 8K potential. They only had 3K left, I think, in terms of hit points. Or was it 4K? It would have been 7K potential. Give 183 full traversable turret like the 183 beat tank in game. Oh my gosh. Imagine the 183 did have a fully traversable turret. Life would be insane. I guess my team wants to go right. I don't really like going right on this side, but you know what? Let's just do it. Okay. I'm kind of just in the mood to meme with the 183. Like, I haven't played Blitz in a few weeks, really, except for a little warm-up session this morning. And so I'm down to just kind of have some fun. Because that's what Blitz is about. But also be super sweaty at the same time, because that's what I'm about. Okay. So IS4 is just committing by himself. I like our 54 and M60 are just actually doing nothing right now. It's kind of funny. Let's just wait in case they have any kind of meds pull up there. I don't like sniping, but I can't actually play this side aggressive. Type 71 especially could be problematic. Ooh. Maybe not necessary. Good chance their team actually is going C. If they're already on D, it is definitely suggesting to me that they have a whole lot of homies all the way back there. So, where's the best position to catch them off guard? Now, the good news is we have some lovely meds spotting up this whole side for me. I think if I sit behind this bush, I have a better chance of not getting spotted, but obviously if someone comes through there, we got problems, so maybe try and use the rock as cover to some extent. Very good. Let's see what Mr. Motion does. Let's wait for him. I missed out of my shit. Oh, wait, Rat 71 spotted. No, one of the nuke Rat 71s. I hate Rat 71s. Ooh, hello. Yoink. Oh, dude's having a bad day. Also, bad news, Jacques. Oh, really? This ditch isn't steep enough. I need to go further. My whole team's abandoning me. Guys, why are we YOLOing into A and B? You just have to hold spawn. They literally have... Okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I just don't understand why teams like, dude, if we just sat on the rails, do you know how easy this game would be for us to just farm out? But it's not over yet. There's still a decent load of farm that I can get, so I'm not gonna get too salty just yet. Ooh, yes, please. 1200 into you, good sir. It's 2500 damage dealt. I am by myself over here, so I have to be a little bit cautious. That I7 and Co might come for me. Might have to kill them. Oh, is that a Rat 71? I would still love the nuke one, but I don't think I can. Okay, there's the grill. Oh, they just keep popping up out of nowhere. It's like a factory of Pepega piggies to farm out for days. All right, let's aim this one in. Ooh, easy. You know what? I guess it worked out anyways. I was kind of nervous that they were all just dipping through there and they would have to fight the enemy hold down on decap, but it looks like the enemy team kind of done overcommitted themselves, which is perfect. All right, max roll time, boys. We got to get a max roll in. Come on, one max roll. I pray. I pray for the opportunity for max roll someone. Please, WZ, please, WZ, please, WZ. 57, don't block me. No, I won't be able to max roll him now. My life is a lie. We can still nuke him, though. Hey. Easy. Let's go. I'll push you, buddy. Whee! Easy 5K. Almost got the 6K. You know, I was pretty close to 6K this game. Ooh, wait. What if they all bounce? Oh, the Jaeger definitely ain't bouncing. GG. My kill. No. Hehe. 23 is such a chill tank to play. I now understand why this tank actually has a higher win rate percentage than all of the tier 10 meds at this point. Well, than 4 of them, I think. Which is kind of crazy to think. Like, we're pulling 4,500 average in this tank today. Or is it higher? I feel like I've played more than 3 games. But we'll see. I don't know. GG plus GG. Thank you. Thank you. I kind of want to get 7k damage, but I don't know if I had the energy within me. Almost 300 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Got some chill music in the house. We got some Bobby cam action, I guess, while we're in queue. Which show the Bobby in all of her glory. Sweet thing. I like seeing that smile in HR's face. Ah, my evil smile. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, lots of potential. Double 183s are easy to hash. CI2 is easy to hash. Bat shot Theon might just be better shoot AP because spall liners. Compounds are easy to hash. I7 maybe an Amarak. This could have a lot of damage. This game could have a lot of damage. Let's see. I'm gonna snipe. Go figure. Your boy's gonna snipe for a little. So hopefully our meds do the proper spotting one. 54 and Progetto seem to be doing something right. I don't know what our object 84 is doing. You're not really gonna be that much use over there, dude. You don't have the view range to really spot anything. But well, maybe if he goes that aggro, we can. Let's see. I want to just get some massive farm in. Come on, you got it. 183. Well, I certainly didn't expect that. I don't know how I feel about it either. I don't think he spotted me. Wow, he spotted me. This tank's camo rating really is that bad, huh? Yoink. Oh, dude. A hair away from snapshotting that dude at full dispersion. That bat shot. Dude, that bat shot just saw his life flash before his eyes there, dude. He was a hair away from losing everything. Oh, man. I'm a little annoyed. That would have been so fun if that hit. Here's where both 183s are. TI2 we know is Narnia. Don't quite have the gun depression to shoot the 121 just yet, so let's ignore him for the time. Let's see. The Progetto, the 183s are just chilling back here, having a bad day, I see. Can't really do a whole lot to them. Ooh. Hello.
We've damaged them.
Nice little snapshot into that dude. Boy. Okay, come on, heavies. How are you not, like, taking this 1-to-1's attention by now? Come on, guys. You're 2 tier 10 heavies. There's a 1-2-1. That's like 0 support. because the 183s are both camping up top, so if they poke for you, they're just gonna get insta-spotted and die. Not even worth my time, huh? But you know what might be worth my time is Jacques over here in the 183. Okay. Hello. How's your day going? Is it going well? Oh my! 1,500 damage dealt with a single shot. Yeah, that had to hurt. Hey, but it was a lot of fun for me. Okay. You know, I'd love to shoot this other 183 so I can max roll that 121. So let's make that our mission. Yo, what's up, boy? Okay, I want to max roll the one. I want to max roll this 121 at all costs. I must max roll Mr. 121 here. All right, Mr. 121. I hope you're ready. All right, a nice little engine deck shot. No, only 1,200 damage dealt. I have been scammed. Someone please kill this dude before he kills me. VK, help. Oh, object, you got this, fam, I believe. Oh, if I'd gone 1625, that would have made my life complete. I would have been able to die in peace and happiness. Ooh, wait. Okay, you know what? AP. Gotta get the 6k damage out. You feel me? Let's use this rock as cover for now. Let's go. Oi, where are you running, buddy? No, he's letting everyone else farm him. I wanted to farm him out. Dude's just going to speed run in his I7. Speed run.
Enemy armor is damaged.
6.5. Easy. Dang it! You do... I believe I rolled like 1,100 or so on the 121. If I had max rolled him, I would have just under 7,000 damage there. So sad. That was fun. Heck yeah. 5,000 average damage to the 183. 4 games in. Let's get it to 5. Which server you play, sir? I'm playing the North American server. That tank can be so much fun when everything goes your way, and not so much fun when it shows its ugly 0.39 dispersion. LOL. Yeah, so far it's gone my way. I mean, we have 5,000 average damage 4 games in, dude. It's 1288. Okay, it's about an average roll, but if I got the 1600 max roll and a fire and just bopped him, that would have been so satisfying. Oh well. Sometimes scanning with you live as Thunder 2. How about I throw a game at you? Hey! 6k again. Spunky, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Where's the stash? The stash is nowhere to be found. Actually, it's like semi-grown back, but essentially what happened is your boy didn't want to look like a madman when he returned to campus for the semester, so he kind of cleaned up a little bit. But don't worry, the stash isn't gone forever. I can always grow it back. Like a week without shaving, the stash will be back. Alright, so I guess T22 is going this way. Enemy team don't have any heavies, by the way. That's why I'm making such a stupid play right now. Because I totally feel like I might be able to get away with it. Oi. Yoink. Who needs to aim? Shoot on the move, baby. This tank is so memes, I swear. It's so memes, and I love every second of it. Okay. Ay. This is a reason this is like one of my top most played tanks in my account. I know! Hate me all you want, but the 183 is fun, and you cannot fault a man for having fun in a video game. Okay. Let's see. This is really stupid. I know it's really stupid. I'm still gonna do it. Come on, please, no small liner. He got one tapped! He didn't have a fire extinguisher! He just got one tapped! I can't even! I'm dead! Bro, I'm dead! I'm dying over here, guys! I'm dying! Oh my gosh! Dude, I feel lightheaded from all of the laughter that was this game. Oh man. That was fun. That was so much fun. My goodness. Alright, where are we off to next, boys? RNG is on our side. We cannot lose. We got this. I'm gonna wait for the 62A. Let's see which way he pokes from. Come on, buddy. You gotta make your play sooner or later. There's still another med unspotted. Oh, whoa, Chief. What you doing there, buddy? Okay, watch. We're gonna hit these. Oh, wait. We almost hit those, maybe. Not quite. Oh, wait. We hit those. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad. After the 2 shots I hit that game, I can't even be frustrated by that result. I still have a chance of getting another shot to this 140, possibly. Maybe. Very, very maybe. Okay. Oh! Oof. This is good. Yes. That pre-aim was gorgeous. It's hard to pre-aim on mobile because it zooms out the moment you stop looking at a tank, right? The moment a tank is out of your reticle, it zooms out. So it's actually quite difficult to pre-aim precisely where you want it to. Ah, yes. Bruh, the evil squeal is the best. That girl hates you. Bruh. That was fun. Oh, man. So we won't maintain the 5k average, as we only did probably about just under 4k damage this game. Maybe 3,700, 3,800 or so. Yoink. I wanted to hit it just for the memes. He's dead anyways. Woo! Almost 300 likes too. Oh, man. That's perfect. What a fun streak of games in the 183, man. 4,800 average for 5 battles. My goodness. Tank is insane. Tank is insane, dude. We did, like, this poor grill, man. Not only did he not have a spall liner, he burnt for a full 1,800 HP. I think he just gave up on life, man. That was a lot of fun. That was a whole lot of fun. Hey, yo, what is this? I forgot about this. So, apparently, there's a Neko event, but sadly, it's like 200 bucks. I would kill to have this wallpaper, though. I will admit, this wallpaper is worth killing for. But, no, not worth 200 bucks. Absolutely not worth 200 bucks. So, thank you, Wargaming, for putting a paywall behind your anime, booba. Okay, also, is the camouflage any good? I actually haven't really checked out this event. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. It's kind of cosmic and everything. So, good stuff. What a fun way to end today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will have to revisit the 4202. Let me know. Do you want me to do like a actual 4202 stream? It's been a while since I've done a dedicated 4202 stream. So, I'm thinking about next week, if there's no new tanks released that are interesting, let's go with the 422 string. What's the stupid T15 yet? Horrible. T125 actually has a pretty decent win rate, my dude. Surprise. It was actually pretty decent. It's not even the lower percentile. So yeah, anyways, I hope for those who came here to get inspiration on how to improve as players in the 422 Leo or M48 Patton, hope there was something useful for you there. At 422, we're going to have to revisit. That was just unacceptable gameplay by me. 183, yes, now you know. Second line, front line 183, best 183. That's how we do it. And I really do appreciate everyone for dropping by today's live stream, leaving some likes and stuff like that. Let's see. I kind of think it'd be fun to do another stream maybe on Monday. I just so happen to not have classes and it is my birthday, so maybe we can plan something fun for that stream, but I don't know if I really want to spend my birthday playing Blitz. We will see. But yeah, anyways, I will figure that out. I'll let you guys know if I plan on streaming Monday or not. And that's it for today. That's it for today, my dear fellows. I think I will see you later. Have a great rest of your weekend. And once again, thank you, everyone, especially you, Spunky, for all the support today. I really, really do appreciate it and hope you guys take care. And both from me and the Bobby, peace.